Welcome to lovely stadium on the campus of Andover High School. Brockton Community Access, Leo Genitaccio, along with the legend, Orlando Galvo, and of course, Mike the Postman Simmons on the production. Tonight, the 1-3 Brockton Boxers facing the 3-1 Merrimack Valley Andover Golden Warriors. Orlando, last week Brockton played Lawrence for the first time, I think, since the 1950s, and a Merrimack Valley team. A hard-fought win. The Boxers come out 14-7. A game that wasn't always pretty, but Brockton needed to do to get the win.
And that they did. A late interception by Cam Montero wrapped up the game. Brockton went into the victory for them and got their first win, first of everything, right? First win for Wiggins, first win for the starting quarterback as well. So now hopefully we can build confidence here and bring it to Andover High School here.
So Brockton coming in at 1-3, obviously looking for the playoffs, Orlando. Brockton's going to need victories. They have Andover tonight, a very tough Pinkerton team after that, and maybe some winnable games with Durfee and New Bedford after that. Brockton last week, it seemed like when they were doing well, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and these guys don't always get a shutout. But let's talk about their offensive line. They have senior Kavon Vega at tackle, senior Ruben Bernard, who plays both way at tackle. The guards in the center, all juniors, Gio De La Rosa, Devon DeVega, and Henry Morse. What did we get from them last week?
Well, we got, some good blocking like they're supposed to do. I'm pretty sure that if you ask them, they'll be like they could have been better, but we came out with the victory. I'm pretty sure that's what the kids would say. As long as we get that W, that's what counts. But tonight, they got to be better. Let's keep it real. And as far as must-win situation to get into the playoffs, I would say, let's be honest, call it spades. This is a must-win situation for Brockton right here.
Brockton led by freshman quarterback Jaden Campbell last week. Not great through the air, a lot of tough throws that he had to complete, a lot of long throws down the sideline. But when it mattered most, he hit a great crossing route to Cameron Montero that led to a quarterback sneak. What about Jaden Campbell? What are we looking for tonight?
You see sometimes he gives the glimmer of he gives you promise. You're like, what this kid's going to be right in the future. And at times you see it. And at times there's a little struggle. It's part of growing up. But I'm looking at him from game to game. He's getting better. So what I'm looking for him tonight is to get even better. And they're going to need a better Jaden Campbell if they're going to win this game tonight.
Brockton on the ground last week was led by junior all-purpose player Luke Turco. A 40-touchdown run to give him the opening 7-0 lead. He gets the tough yards between the tackles. We also saw the sophomore Cody Rhodes. Maybe we see the senior tonight. Is it Walter Rodriguez? What about Brockton's running game? What about the running backs? What do we expect tonight?
Give me some Turco, right? I'd expect for them to go to their main guy, Turco. And I would like to see, Cam Montero off jet sweeps, things like that. Offensively, I want to see them try to get Cam in space, try to get Cam the ball more. Because let's call it how it is. Cam's your best player, right, on offensively. So I feel like you have to get your main guys the ball, the Luke Turcos, Cam Monteros.
So Brockton used predominantly Cam Montero at wide receiver last week. We saw him at quarterback. He had a crucial 4th and 2 carry. We saw Jaden Ribeiro-Lopes, the junior, at wide receiver. Another key part of this offensive line that we talked about is the junior Christian Flaherty. He's been just steady as soon as he was installed to that H-back position.
How good has he been? When you need a block, he's there. When he's in special teams, you need a tackle, he's there. On defense, when you need him to plug the holes, he's there. He's just a straight-up old-school football player. And to have him blocking for you, he's gonna give it all. He's gonna try to do what it takes to give you that extra yard.
So Brockton won last week 14-7. Defensively, it seemed like we mentioned the same 3 names all night. Linebackers Lorenzo Santos, Ahmad Wiggins, and safety Luke Turco. But I was really impressed with the sophomore Jared Mighty. Fantastic speed. He broke up a couple plays last week that looked like they were either going to be big plays or touchdowns. What are we going to see tonight from Brockton defensively? We know that Andover comes in scoring close to 40 points a game.
Well, the DBs are going to have to step up tonight because Andover is, like, historically, they're a high-powered offense. They don't have problems scoring. If you look at their games they played this year, the first 3 games, I think they scored 50 once and a couple 40s twice. Last week they were shut down a little bit by Methuen, who's a powerful team itself. But defensively, Brockton, I feel like is going to have to get ready for the passing game, anything, because this is a high-powered offense, and they're going to be on their heels, so they're going to have to be prepared on the defensive end.
Andover comes in tonight at 3-1, not known as a football powerhouse. Brockton's had a long tradition of playing them in basketball. They also played them several years in baseball, the old Big Three Merrimack Valley Challenge. I remember Brockton playing Andover in the state semifinals in baseball back in the late 90s on their way to a state championship for the Boxers. Andover the last few years, 10-1 last year, losing to St. John's Prep in the first round of the playoffs, 8-4 2 years before that. What are we looking for tonight for Andover?
Well, when I see Andover and I look at this team, the first name that comes to my offhand is E.J. Perry, the coach. 13th year at the helm at Andover. Very, very good coach. His son played for them a couple years ago. I believe he went
quarterback, right?
Quarterback, yeah. I believe he went to
Merrimack?
Brown.
Oh, Brown, yeah.
Brown. I'm not quite sure, but E.J. Perry does a great job over the years, and that's why this program is developing it into a very good program.
So Andover, not the biggest team up front, but they score a ton of points, which makes me think their linemen are going to be athletic. Starting tonight, there is all senior offensive line. Starting for center tonight will be Liam Finn. The guards will be Jamil Figueroa and Austin Williamson. The tackles will be Ryan Zanoni and Brady Carlson. Their quarterback is also a senior. His name is, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for it on the roster.
John Edmond.
Okay, yeah. And their best player, Orlando, could be the all-purpose wide receiver defensive back, Brian Knott.
Yeah. Very good player. And he's a big guy. I believe he's 6'5", 210 pounds. And he can play DB. He can play DN. He can play wide receiver. He's versatile. So you definitely got to watch for him. But the player that you also got to keep an eye on is Dante Berger. Sophomore, very, very explosive. He runs about a sub-11 in the 100 meters, and some say he's a Division I prospect. So you got to keep a close eye, because I have a funny feeling we're going to be saying Dante at least a handful of times tonight.
So we don't expect Brockton to win a shootout tonight. For the Boxers to come away with a victory up in Andover tonight, it's obviously they're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. And when you talk about the Boxers and Coach Wiggins, you know what he's done, Orlando, that we've been asking for, over the past several years. And I know Peter Colombo was the first. He'd love to be surrounded by Brockton guys. But having a lot of Brockton coaches around him that have been Brockton High football players, guys that have played in big games, Carlito Weaver, the defensive coordinator who's played in the Super Bowl, Sammy Basong, all-state player, Super Bowl champion, Ken Velez, 2-time Super Bowl champion, starting middle linebacker. Who else we missed? Jilson Silva.
Yep.
Great player.
Yep. These guys come back because they care. They care about Brockton pride, right? They care about the Brockton tradition. They want to win. That's why they're here. They want to bring back Brockton back to what we're not accustomed to seeing Brockton lose year in and year out, not make the playoffs. That's not what we're accustomed to in Brockton.
So when you have guys on the side like John Shelby, maybe the best linebacker Brockton's produced over the last 20 years, the best player in the state as far as I'm concerned is senior. Him and Dominique Williams in the same defensive secondary and linebacker Brockton had. But when you're surrounding yourself with these guys who have played in high leverage games, who have played in championships, won championships, you got to think, along with Wiggy, who's obviously played for the Patriots and played in the SEC, it's got to rub off a little bit on the players.
And it's, as you can see from game 1 to game 2 to game 3, it's getting better, right? A lot of things are running better, and that's what you want to see. I've said that last week, but that's what you want to see. Coaching getting better, the players getting better, and I think we're seeing that.
So, Brockton again, 7 p.m. start here at Andover, lovely field. Any big games on the out-of-state scoreboard that we should be looking at tonight that's going to affect Brockton, Orlando?
Well, I don't know if it's going to affect Brockton, but we do have a big game tonight. And that's Catholic Memorial and Zavarian. I'll give you guys updates as well as the updates.
What do you like in that one?
I'm gonna go with CM.
So Coach Dibbs taking back-to-back Super Bowl champions going into, is it in Westwood tonight? Or is it in West Roxbury?
I believe it's in CM, at CM, yep.
Okay, so we're soon to get the captains out here to take the opening coin toss. It's going to be a good crowd, obviously a pro-Andover crowd. The Brockton band just coming in right now. Talking to some of the Andover coaches before the game and some of the Andover fans, they're excited to have Brockton up here. They know of Brockton's football tradition. Obviously, it's not the 1980s, 90s Brockton again, but still Brockton carries some luster for Andover to come out and get a victory against Brockton.
Right, and they were tailgating in front, music. They're very excited to have Brockton in the house, and as you can see as they're storming out in the field, fans, they got a fan section here. I'm telling you right now, we played them in basketball before. They're fans.
They're great.
They're one of the greatest fans
they're great.
In the state. They're gonna be around the whole game, and I'm psyched. I can't wait to go.
Like I said, Brockton and Andover had a great basketball rivalry. Mm-hmm. Always it seemed that both our teams were either 14-2 and 15-1, and and we were playing. We thought we'd end up playing them in the state semifinals. But they were great games, and like I said before, it was great baseball rivalry back then, too. Brockton played them in the 97 state semifinals. The Big Three, Merrimack Valley, used to have a doubleheader with Brockton, New Bedford, Andover, and Chelmsford. So they're not newcomers to being a Brockton rival, but from football, it really is.
Yeah, this is new. I can't remember the last time I seen Andover and Brockton play in a football game, but we're here, and we'll see what happens tonight. This should be a good one.
Was Andover ranked before the season started?
I believe I do have the power rankings.
So give us those power rankings before and where Brockton's at right now heading into this game. They must have moved up from 21 last week. They have to land in the top 16?
Yes, to make it. So Brockton right now, they moved up a little bit, a couple spots. They're at 19. And Andover, if we look at the power ranking, they're at 9.
So who was the top? You want to give us the top 10?
The top 10 in terms of the power rankings, the team that Brockton lost to in overtime, number 1, Lincoln Sudbury.
Wow.
Right. Number 2, St. John's Prep. Number 3, Needham. Number 4, Methuen, the team that beat Andover last week.
But struggled with Lincoln Sudbury, correct?
Actually, I believe so. Yes. It was a close game. I believe, I'm sorry, Lincoln Sudbury actually beat Methuen.
Right.
So number 5, Zavarian. Number 6, Springfield Central. 7, BC High. 8, Natick. And 9, the team we're playing tonight, Andover. And 10 is Franklin.
So again,
another team that Brockton played.
Yeah. So again, for Brockton to get into the playoffs, and you would think Coach Wiggins, the number one thing he wants to do with a young team is get them playoff experience. Right. Brockton's really going to need a victory tonight to hopefully get into that top 16 and get a playoff game for a very young core of Brockton football.
Yeah, anybody you ask, they say, oh, okay, you got young guys, playoffs don't matter.
They matter in Brockton.
It matters. In Brockton, it matters. It matters to Wiggins. You want that experience. You want these young players to experience that. And these young kids, they want to make the playoffs too.
Sure they do.
You know?
So we talked about this last week. We don't take moral victories in Brockton. We never have.
No,
we don't hang in the gym. If you went to the Brockton gym, there's no sectional, there's no league banners up there. The only thing they post in Brockton gyms are state championship banners.
Correct. And I'm pretty sure Wiggins know that. That's one of the main reasons he took this job, because of the history of Brockton High School and them winning. And as you can see in his post game, his conference when he became coach, he stated that. And there's only one reason, and that's to win state championships.
So, again, Brockton, a young team. We're not expecting to be in the state championship game this year, but you're trying to build towards something like that, where you could envision Jaden Campbell quarterbacking a team heading to the Final Four or into the state championship game.
It's a young team, and when I look at this core, the young core, I can envision a state championship from Brockton coming.
That'd be great. So the captain's out there tonight for Andover. Number 9, Brian McSweeney, the Bryant commit linebacker. The other captain is number 16, the all-purpose Brian Knott that we talked about, and number 72, the center Liam Finn. For the Boxers, it's the same as last week. I think it will be Ahmad Wiggins, the junior, and the seniors would be probably Cameron Montero, Kayvon Vega, Ruben Bernard, and I might be missing one. I think it's number 3, Walter Rodriguez. So Brockton wins that flip. Probably want to defer to maybe control the clock a little bit, maybe get that second score at the end of the second quarter and that first score, that doubling up.
Right. At the same time, you want to keep Andover off the field, control the clock. Very explosive offense. So.
Well, Brockton's not going to win scoring 14 points tonight.
Right. No.
We're going to have to score points.
Because
they're not going to hold Andover to 7 like they did Lawrence last week. It's just not going to happen. This Andover team, 40 a game, Orlando.
40 a game. You look at Andover historically. Defense is not their strong point, but they up to last week they actually played good defense. They played a strong Methuen team, and they dropped 50 on them. But up to that, they were playing some good defense.
That Methuen offense is one of the best high school offenses I've seen. That offensive coordinator might be in college one day.
Right.
They scored on 6 trick plays against Brockton
We saw that firsthand last year.
Unbelievable play calling.
Losing to Methuen is nothing to be ashamed of, I'll tell you that.
It sort of reminds me of the years that Drake was really good and they scheduled Brockton when they had that big 6'4" quarterback and the offense they ran. Yep. So the coin toss just happened. We'll see. We didn't get to see who won that toss, but we'll be able to get you the opening kick in just a few minutes.
Tonight's game between your Andover Golden Warriors and the Brockton Boxers. Intended to demean others. Please cheer your team in a positive way. Win, lose, or tie, it's the responsibility of all people at high school events to provide an atmosphere of good sportsmanship and to make the experience at tonight's game an enjoyable one. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our national anthem as performed by the Andover Golden Warriors Marching Band.
So, back here at Lovely Stadium on the campus of Andover High School, Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Leo Genitazio along with the Brockton legend, Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production. He's by himself tonight. Once again, top-notch production. Brockton lost the toss, so they'll be receiving.
A quick Andover will be missing one of their better players today, Connor LeBron. He leads the teams in interception. A key loss for Andover, I should add.
Yeah, that's tough. Brockton also without starting both-way defensive tackle, Jaden Seal, who is a big part of the Brockton team. Back for the boxes, it looks like it's going to be, is that Cam Montero back there tonight? No, it's going to be Casey Rhodes, the sophomore, and I think the other back, it could be Cameron. And on the kick will be number 19 for Andover, who is Nate Burdine. So the kick is down. It looks like it's picked up by Brockton. That's number 2. It could be Jaden Lopes. It's number 4 who gets outside, and they're going to get a penalty on the boxes. That was a good return. It was Jaden Wooten, the junior.
We might have a hold here.
Yeah, we're going to get a hold.
not how you want to start it, you know.
No, we were talking, Mike the postman also, we talked about this earlier. Brockton cannot have penalties tonight. They were last week I thought was a pretty crisp game, Orlando, not a ton of penalties. But if they're going to come in here in victories, they can't have penalties.
Right.
So we went over the Brockton's lineup earlier. Jaden Campbell will be the quarterback. It looks like Jaden Los Ribeiro, the receiver. The linemen will be Vega, De La Rosa, De Vega, Hank Morse, and Ruben Bernard. And here comes. So the Boxers, after the penalty, will take over at the 22.
Good crowd here, and people lined up on the side. Is different from what we saw last week with the rain.
Nice night to play football. So the Boxers come out. Looks like they're in the shotgun. They got 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. 5 wide, actually. So Brockton looking to attack early. The snap, the orbit motion, the throw. They got Cam Montero the ball in space. He gets upfield. And that's a good gain. Yeah. That's going to be a gain of 7 yards. Gain tackling by Andover.
Different look by Wiggins to start the game, man.
I like the call. Yep. That was Benjamin Not, the younger brother, on the tackle. The Boxers going fast tonight. They continue in 5 wide with Cam Montero in the backfield. Second in, about 4. And there's the snap. Handoff goes to number 3. That's Walter Rodriguez, and he's got some room, and that's a really good run. So that's a gain of about 7.
Saw the hole, hit the hole hard, able to move the sticks.
So the Boxers going no huddle. 5, looks like 4 wide with Walter Rodriguez staying in. They flip the receivers to the other side with Jaden Los Rivera, Alon Hart, the junior. Looks like the other side has Jaden Wooten. The running back remains to be Walter Rodriguez. The snap to Jaden Campbell. He's back. He takes a look, and he's going to get sacked. He held on to the ball a little bit too long right there, Orlando.
Yeah, he pumped.
Brian Nodden, good coverage. Yep. Brian Nodden, good coverage on Jaden Lopes Rivero. So the Boxers are going to lose about 7. And it will be 2nd and 17 for their own 29.
It's a good play there by Andover. Number 4 came from the right side, wasn't touched, and
Sammy Joseph, we talked about him in the pregame, the senior linebacker. They're loaded at linebacker. It's a senior-heavy team, a lot of experience. So 2nd and 17, the Boxers, you'll see 3 wide. It looks like you have the H-back in the game. Rodriguez on the offset eye. The snap to Jaden Campbell, and the ball goes to Rodriguez, and he's met immediately, kept his leg moving, maybe gained 2 yards. So we're going to go about 3rd down and 16 for the Boxers.
That way, no way to go. Number 3 shot the hole, was able to get through and make the tackle. Short pick up there. Brockton faces a 3rd and long.
Pretty good defensive front up there by Andover. Connor Atkinson, the junior, Sammy Joseph, and Brian McSweeney. So the Boxers 3rd and 16 at the 30. And Jaden Campbell comes in from Coach Wiggins. Fans filing in. It looks like Andover staying in that 43 with the 2 safeties back. Brockton with Campbell in the shotgun. He's got 2 backs to each side. Double receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. The snap to Campbell. He's back. He takes a look, and he's got to get scramble. He's got some room in the front. He gets to the outside, but he's only going to gain about maybe 3 yards. So Andover did a nice job covering the Brockton receivers right there. Brian Nat had Cameron Montero deep, and Brockton's going to have to punt.
All right, not enough time, nowhere to throw to. Everyone's covered. Just live to see another day. Brockton's going to punt after a strong start for the 1st down.
So Brockton back to punt will be Danny De Silva. Back deep for the Andover Golden Warriors will be Chris Desson, the senior. Danny De Silva had a good week punting last week, averaged over 40 yards a punt. And there's a snap. It's a good one. De Silva gets off a pretty good kick. Not a great distance, but Andover's going to get a good field position. He's got a lot of room. He's got a lot of room. He showed a lot of speed. Yep. So he's going to get inside the Brockton's about 40, and Andover will have great field position. 1st and 10 at the box at 38.
Good job handling the punt. Secured it. Took off, got about 20 yards, and Andover starts in Brockton territory.
So the starting Andover offensive line will be Austin Williamson at guard, Brady Carlson's a tackle, Jamil Figueroa another guard, another tackle is Ryan Zanin. The center is Liam Finn. They're all seniors. The quarterback is Johnny Enman, a senior. Their back, Dante Berger, is supposedly Orlando, one of the better backs in the area. And the all-purpose wide receiver, Brian Knott. We'll have Chris Desson off to the left. Let's see, Andover is not, they go 4 wide usually. And Dante Berger will be next to
Keep a close eye on Dante Berger.
So they're out of the, they have an H-back and an offset wing. So here's the direct ball that goes right to Berger. Brockton's there, and that's a pretty good job of tackling by the Boxers. Yep. Jared Mighty, once again, was up there, slowed him down, didn't make the tackle, but held him up enough for the other Boxers to come over and make the play.
Yeah, good play that time. Still a good pickup by Andover.
Gain about 4. So the Andover Golden Warriors moving fast. Johnny Enman in the shotgun. Dante Berger next to him. 3 wide receivers right. He's back. Brockton with the thing. They'll roll down to the left sideline, and it is a good defensive play. Is that Cameron Montero?
It's 49.
49. So that's a great, terrific play by number 49 by the Boxers, Karens Antoine, the junior.
Great play. The ball. He was able to turn around. As the ball came, he deflected it. Excellent play.
Just about to say that, Orlando. He got his head just on time. Yep. So we're going to go 3rd and 3 at the Boxer. Looks like about the 34. 2 wide receivers left and right. Berger the lone back. The ball's going to be handed off. He doesn't have much space there. Really good job of tackling by the Boxers.
All right. First big decision here by Andover.
So that's going to be number 7, Ahmad Wiggins, the terrific junior linebacker, along with Lorenzo Santos and was that number 44, Xavier Laguerre. So we're going to get about 4th and 4 again.
Looks like they're going to go, Leah.
Do they have a field goal kicker, Orlando? It would be a long one, so I don't think they are in high school. So 4th and 4. The Boxers with a chance to make a defensive statement right now. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. The ball's going to go inside handoff, and they're going to stop him.
Nope.
So a terrific job by the Boxers defensively, Orlando.
Wow. Andover gets the ball at the 39. Good starting position. Brockton plays solid defense. That's a good.
Rodriguez. Brockton will go shotgun 4 wide, 2 left, 2 right. Now they spread out to it's 5 wide right now. The snap, and the ball's going to be a jet sweep to Cameron Montero. Oh, he slips.
Slipped.
Little indecisive there. I thought he could have got it to the outside. He tried to cut it back, and he's going to lose 3 yards.
He tried to cut, and unfortunately he slipped, and he basically went down before the tackler got
there. An effort by Coach Wiggins to get Cameron the ball early today.
Yeah.
Might be feeling better after the back-to-back weeks of being injured.
Yeah.
So we're going to go 2nd and 12 for the Boxers.
I'm very surprised Luke hasn't touched the ball yet.
He's played a lot of football. He makes a lot of tackles on defense. They're probably trying to, it's a long season. Try to give Luke a rest. Right. So we see Jaden Wooten coming off as Jaden Campbell gets the call from Coach Wiggins.
Last 3 plays, Brockton seemed to be moving backwards after that first down.
Brockton has a distinctive size advantage on the line. Yep. So the running back here will stay Rodriguez. Christian Flaherty. So we'll be in the eye with the offset with the H-back. The ball goes to Walter Rodriguez. Not much room.
Where'd it go?
Moved his legs. But got to be a little bit more. When you get into that hole, Lando, you got to attack that hole. Not much time for doing any dancing there.
Yeah, he was dancing a little bit, and then by the time he did that, now he has a big wall in front of him, nowhere to go.
So 3rd and 11 for the Boxers. Jaden Campbell gets the call from Coach Wiggins. Andover, not the biggest team up front, but they are shooting gaps and getting underneath the Brockton offensive linemen. So Brockton will remain in the shotgun with 1 back, who was going to remain Walter Rodriguez. They got 3 to the left of Jaden Campbell, 1 to the right, which is Alon Hart, the junior. Back to pass. Campbell heats up, the ball goes up. He's got Cameron Montero, and it's a terrific pass under duress for a 13-yard gain to the All-State receiver, Cameron Montero.
What a pass. Cam out in the flats. He put it perfectly where only Cam could catch it. First down, Brockton. So
that could be a very, very big early momentum builder for the Boxers. They'll take over now at around the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. Nice play design right there.
Great play design. Perfectly thrown ball by Campbell.
Down under, about 5 minutes left in the first quarter, 0-0 game. Christian Flaherty gets a call. He's back into the game. So we may be back in the eye here. Let's see. Jaden Campbell. Brockton breaks the huddle. And they are going to be in the eye here now. So Coach Wiggins, maybe a little bit more space, feel more comfortable. In the eye with Flaherty and Walter Rodriguez, 2 wide receivers. The ball goes to Rodriguez again. And he gains about 4 yards. A little dancing again.
Yep.
But good vision by Walter, kicking it out to the left and gaining about 4 yards.
Right. Strong pickup on first down. Like you said, a little dancing. He needs to just hit that hole and just go.
So the Boxers, it's 2nd and 6 about at their own 48.5-yard line. Make it closer to 2nd and 7 than 2nd and 6. Cameron Montero into the game now, and we will see number 12 go off, and that is Jaden Lopes-Ribeiro. So Brockton mixing up the receivers tonight. Montero, the senior. Brockton's loaded with junior receivers. Jaden Campbell into the huddle. Brockton breaks, and it looks like they're going to remain in the eye with Christian Flaherty, the junior. Now Luke Turco into the game. So we're going to have a tight end with one wide receiver set in the eye. The snap. The ball goes to Luke Turco. Luke Turco hits that hole hard, carries, and gains about 3 yards.
Yep.
So Andover doing a fine job defensively. Their linebackers.
I'd like to see Brockton utilize the outside a little bit. It seems like they're running right into the middle. And
nice job by Andover's James Comerford right there, making a nice play, clogging up the hole. Also on that tackle for Andover was number 57, Cam Norton, a senior. Nice job.
An update from Westwood. They are playing in Westwood. Zavarian leads 7-0 over CM.
So Brockton with a 3rd and 3 here, big part of the game, in the eye. Offset, the ball goes to Turcos. He hits that hole, and he's not going to gain anything.
No. Now Wiggins has a big decision.
I think they got to punt to Orlando. I don't want to give them the ball at midfield. So about 4th and 3, and I don't think they're going to punt. I think Wiggins, he's talking to Jaden Campbell. I don't see the special teams coming in, so Brockton looks like they might go for it here. We're down at about 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter of a 0-0 game. Lovely stadium. Andover, Massachusetts, the Boxers, and the Golden Warriors.
Looks like Brockton's going to go.
So aggressive play calling from Wiggy early in the game. Andover switches up. Chris Dessen coming into safety right now. As Andover is going to remain at about 43 defense. Yep. With the 3 linebackers, the safety's down in the box. Corner's a little bit off the ball. So here's the snap with 4th and about 3. Campbell trying to draw. Oh, and Brockton jumps. So Henry Morse jumps off sides.
Looks like Brockton was trying to have them jump outside. Instead, we jump outside. So now an obvious punting situation for Brockton.
So I like Wiggy's attempt there trying to get Andover to jump. So Brockton's 2nd penalty of the game will force them to punt around their own 42-yard line. Back deep for Andover is number 1, Chris Dessen, who showed some really good speed in that first punt return.
Looks like he's a weapon there. You got to watch out for him.
So Cam Montero, the punter this time. A little different from not having Danny DeSilva back there. Always a chance at a fake at midfield with Cam there.
Just going to say that.
The snap to Cam. Off the end of his foot, but hopefully he gets a box of bounce, and it does.
Good bounce.
Very good bounce. Henry Morse, who's a very good special teams player, is down there. And the Boxers will start Andover around their 15-yard line. So about a 38-yard punt from Cameron.
Strong defensive stop by the 2 teams to stop this game. Both teams had in position at close to midfield, and none were able to drive it. Seems like everybody that got to midfield, got stopped.
So Andover will come out. They're going to stay in their 4 wide receiver set with Dante Berger next to Johnny Edmond. Brockton stays in that 43. The strength of that team are those linebackers. And there's the motion. And the handoff goes to Dante Berger. And he's got a hole. And there's a lot of room, Orlando. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, and he is gone.
Untouched.
So Andover jets motions Brian Nat, and the ball goes to Dante Bergman. He goes untouched for 85 yards.
You see why that kid's special? We mentioned him at the pregame show. Very explosive player, only a sophomore, D1 prospect. and he showed why.
So a huge play on their second possession from the Andover Golden Warriors. Brockton falls behind 6-0. And for Andover now, the extra point will be attempted by number 19, that is. Nate Bernadette. And the kick is good. So at 1:15 of the first quarter at Lovely Stadium, Andover High School, the Andover Warriors 7, the Brockton Boxers 0.
Right, that was a huge hole on the right side. I believe he went untouched.
Maybe someone just messed, they have keys that they're supposed to stay with, and, that motioned, might have taken someone out of the box.
Right.
And
with a kid
Berger
like,
just found that hole, and he was gone.
With a kid like Dante, you give him that space, is he going to be hard to catch, as you see there?
I'd like to see Brockton do what they did last week. Maybe put all those guys in the box, take away the run. And if Andover beats Brockton's secondary, then you lose the game that way.
Be a good idea, because this kid looks like he's quite the player.
So the Andover kicker, Nate Bernard, kicks it, and the ball is kicked up short. And Brockton tries to get outside wide, and he falls down. Again, I'd like to see him go upfield instead of running side to side, Orlando.
Try to go sideways, and there's nowhere to go there.
Always got to try to get upfield. That was number 32 for the Boxers, which was Nolan Marshall, the sophomore. So the Boxers down 7-0 with a minute left in the first quarter. They have to try to answer right here.
I believe so.
So Walter Rodriguez is out of the game. Let's see what Coach Wiggins does here offensively. We've seen 4 wide receiver. We've seen the eye. We're going to see a shotgun. Luke Turco is the only back. 3 wide receivers to his right, 1 wide receiver to the left. The snap to him. The ball goes to Luke. He's got some room. He gets outside. He's got some room. And that is a terrific gain. That's going to be close to a 17-yard run by Luke Turco.
Looks like we got a flag there, and that's going to be coming back.
That's
looks like a hold
too bad. So Brockton's going to be facing their 3rd penalty of the game. Well, maybe there was only that room because Brockton did have a hold there, Orlando. And it will be marked off. I think that was on Cameron Montero on the outside.
These are 2 huge penalties for Brockton to stop the game.
That right there, Orlando. The Brockton would have had the ball at midfield. Yep. Now they're starting first and 17 at their own. Looks like their own 23-yard line. Right. So 3 huge penalties by the Boxers early. So they get the call. Jaden Campbell comes into the huddle.
Flags are dropping quickly here, Leo.
Yep. We usually see that a lot of times when Brockton's on the road. So we're going to get 3 wide receivers to his left, 1 wide receiver to the right, which is Ramel Johnson. The ball goes to Turco again, and he falls.
Second play to slip. First
again, Orlando.
Yep.
I'd like to see him just get upfield.
Yep.
So Luke had a little bit of space, and he slipped. Yep. So 2nd and 16. And we'll see wholesale changes. Christian Flaherty into the game. Also, we'll see Shamir Williams, the tight end, junior, and off is a host of boxing receivers. So usually when Flaherty's in the game, we're either in the eye or the offset eye. Jaden Campbell gets the call from Coach Wiggins. Brockton down 7-0. And that will be, Brockton lets the time run out. So at the end of the first quarter, from Lovely Stadium on the campus of Andover High School, Andover Warriors 7, the Brockton Boxers 0.
Yeah, the difference in that quarter was that run by Dante Berger, right?
So Andover got terrific field position in their first drive, Orlando, and Brockton did a fabulous job of stopping them on 4 plays inside their own 40. Brockton was unable to do anything the next series, had to punt it back. Andover took the ball over at their 15-yard line, and Dante Berger showed why people up here think he's special.
Right, it was even to that point, and that one run is the difference of the game right now. Huge hole, right side, and with that speed, no one's able to catch him. Another difference in Orlando, 3 penalties on the Boxers for over 30 yards, none on the Andover. Right, can't make mistakes, especially on the road, Leo. You have to be a disciplined football team, especially when you're young. Right.
So, again, we talked about this earlier. Andover, a predominantly senior team, coming off a 10-win season. So these are a lot of veteran kids who have been in high-leverage football games. So the Boxers take the south side of the end zone. 12-minute quarters here at Andover. Leo Genitaccio, along with the Brockton legend, Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production.
See if Brockton can, muster a first down here. You want to give Andover the ball back.
Boxers with only one first down so far this game. So Brockton remains in the offset. Well, they're in the shotgun here. Flaherty to the right. Luke Turco to the left. One wide receiver to the right with the tight end of the game. Second down at 16. Andover remains in the 43. They also, like last week, a lot of guys in the box, Orlando. And I think Coach Wiggins saw something right there and wants to call a timeout.
Very interesting coming out, a timeout, to call a timeout. But obviously he saw something that wasn't right. It's better to be safe than sorry. He calls the timeout.
Well, we saw something last week, Orlando, after the first drive. Lawrence put almost 11 guys in the box and was forcing Brockton to throw the ball. And we talked about this last week, that teams are going to force a freshman to beat you. They're not going to let Luke Turco or Walter Rodriguez get into space. Brockton usually has a size advantage up front, but sometimes 5 kids can't block 7 or 8 guys.
Andover have some good linebackers who are seniors. That's a bit, like you said, it's a big difference when you have good seniors on your team.
We talked about that a bunch of times. It's just the difference of those seniors being in high leverage games. The experience of playing in big games. So the Boxers break huddle in the timeout and go right to the line of scrimmage. They're looking at about a 2nd and 14 at their 22. Jaden Campbell remains in the shotgun with Luke Turco to his right, Christian Flaherty to the left. One wide receiver is Cameron Montero. Lawrence with guys in the box. And he fell again. So they're going to have to talk to the equipment guy over there because that's the second time maybe it's not the right cleats.
And maybe it's not the cut.
The second time that Brockton has slipped.
Right.
So third down, and Lucas slipped both times without being touched. So that's something, that the cleats are not digging into the surface. I did talk to the athletic director of Andover before the game. He said there were some complaints about slipping, both sides, not just Andover, but the opponents too.
Well, they're both playing on the field, so
They sure
Andover's playing on the same field Brockton's playing.
They might have to take a look at the specific cleats they're using. So third down and 17, the Boxers come out, one running back, Rodriguez, with 2 receivers and 2 tight ends. The snap, Campbell back, takes a look, and he throws the ball downfield. He's actually got a man, Montero, and that ball was just hung up in the air too long.
Hung it up in the air.
Cam turned around for his back. I would have liked to see him maybe come up and try to get the ball.
Right.
But a nice play by Andover, the interception, sort of going to go like a punt.
Right.
And Andover take the ball over at midfield. So, just chucking the ball down the sideline and asking a Division I athlete to make a play. Cameron backing up on the ball, kind of lost a little bit of his leverage, and the Andover defensive back came over and made a terrific play.
Right. Campbell kind of left that like a pop fly. It was easier for him to come under it, catch it. Cam tried, but couldn't get to the...
So Andover goes right to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers right. The ball's going to go to number 6. Who is this? That's Berger again.
Yeah.
He's got room, and he gains about 8 yards. He went 7 yards untouched right there.
Right. Good yardage.
So Berger gains 8. That was just a simple motion, hand to Berger in motion, and jet sweep outside.
A lot of good blocking there by the offensive line.
They are going to get the first down right there. They're going to remain a 4 wide receiver with Berger in the backfield. Johnny Edmond, the quarterback. The snap. Berger gets the ball. Not a lot of room in the inside. So they haven't gained much there. Terrific tackle by number 11 for the Boxers, which is Messiah Pina, the senior.
Right.
So second down and 10. Johnny Edmond getting the call from E.J. Perry.
Be careful here. Andover likes to, run it. Then they like to take that shot downfield. So Brockton's got to be heads up for that.
Yep. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Brian Nat. He's lined up with John. And there's the throw. Brockton's got pressure, and they got the sack.
Yep.
So terrific defense from the Boxers.
And he was looking to take that shot to number 10, but he was well covered by Cam Montero and Mighty.
And he slipped too, Orlando.
Yep.
Number 56 was on there. That was, he's not on the roster, but we'll give him credit for the sack right there.
Yep. Good coverage that time by Cam and Jared Mighty.
And Jacoby Henry, the sophomore, also on there. So Third down and 17. Brockton remains in the 4-3. Andover working quick. The ball's going to go downfield, and it's overthrown.
Yep.
So Andover's going to have to punt the ball, 4th and 17. He had some room there. The ball just overthrown by Johnny Edmond. He was looking for Andrew Wallace, the senior wide receiver.
Promising start to the drive by a run by Berger, and Brockton was able to get the sack, and now Andover was forced to punt.
They stopped him that first down for no gain. Another terrific play by the Brockton linebackers. And we're going to go 4th down, and they're going to be punted from around midfield. So Brockton has no one deep. They're looking for maybe a fake here, but they're not throwing anyone deep.
Andover's a team of trickery, so you always got to be careful.
Andover back to snap, and the punter is number 14, Adam Siegel. And he will get it away, and it's going to be a really good punt for Brockton. Hopefully it gets in the end zone. And that ball is going to be downed. A terrific punt.
That's an excellent punt. Great angle.
Down to the 6.
Yeah, he knew no one was there. Perfect angle to the punt, and Brockton's going to start deep.
So not having a punt, a receiver back there, the ball's going to bounce. And if it doesn't have a bounce back with a little bit of wind, which we don't have any, the ball's going to bounce towards the end zone.
Right.
So the Boxers with their 4th possession of the game, 9:36 left. Lovely stadium. Leo Genitaccio along with the legend Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production. The Boxers down 7-0.
See if Brockton can get some room here in this first down, deep in their own territory.
So Brockton has the huddle this time, not right to the line of scrimmage. Looks like they'll be double tight end. They're going to have number 2, which is
Johnson.
Ramel Johnson, the junior, in the slot with Cameron Montero. Jaden Ribeiro to the right. The only running back is Walter Rodriguez. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. Motion by Christian Flaherty. The ball's going to go to Rodriguez. And you know what? Brockton had 2 men in motion there.
Yep.
It's another penalty by the Boxers. These simple mistakes, Orlando.
Yep. And it was a penalty. I know Brockton, they don't like the call, but
I think, wouldn't you think that, it's a dead ball foul. I was going to say Andover could decline this, but that was a dead ball foul. So Brockton's going to lose. No, they do decline it. So it'll be 2nd down, a dead ball, 10 yards. They weren't going to really gain much by taking the penalty.
Right.
So instead, Boxers lose the down. Brockton in the huddle. Brockton comes out. They're going to have 1 wide receiver to the left, Jaden Lopes-Olivero, Cam Montero, and Ramel Johnson to the right in the slot. The setback is Walter Rodriguez. Under center. The snap, the toss goes to Walter Rodriguez. He cuts up the side. He has a little bit of room. So a nice run by Walter. Nice call by the Brockton offense. Some good down blocking by the receivers. Right. So they're going to go 3rd and 8 from about the 10-yard line for the Boxers. This would be a huge time to get a first down, Orlando, to keep Andover from getting first good field position.
Yeah, Brockton's in desperate need of a first down right now. You don't want to punt deep in your territory because then you're forced to give Andover a good start in field position, already up 7-0.
And we talked about this earlier. Those 3 linebackers, Connor Atchison, Sammy Joseph, and Brian McSweeney, have been terrific tonight. Yeah. So Brockton in the shotgun. 2 backs, right and left to Jaden Campbell. Lopes Ribeiro, and we got another penalty.
I'll stop.
So this will be maybe a false start. Another penalty for the Boxers. That's going to set them back half the distance. So they're going to lose 5 yards.
Penalties. Story of the game right now.
Inexcusable, Orlando. So this is going to be having Wiggy want to pull his hair out.
Yep.
So 3rd and 12 for the Boxers at the 12. Ramel Johnson and Cam Montero to the left. 2 running backs next to Jaden Campbell are going to be Walter Rodriguez and Luke Turkle. Orlando, looks like they don't know what they're going at times. In the shotgun. The snap goes to Jaden Campbell. He takes a look back. He throws the ball over the sideline. Oh, what a catch by Cameron Montero.
Has he got that?
Wow. Absolutely fabulous throw. The best throw I've seen Jaden Campbell make in 2 weeks. He threw that in zone coverage above the cornerback, and Cam Montero showing why he's going to the University of Pittsburgh.
What a throw, and what a catch by Cam, and the smartness to keep 1 foot in bounds. And Brockton with a big first down, which we wanted, right? You didn't want to punt there, and it was able to get the first down.
And no panic in there. A nice route there Gain enough yards, not chucking the ball down the sideline. So Brockton will come back under center in the offset eye. Christian Flaherty with Walter Rodriguez. The snap. And the ball goes to Walter. Walter has some room. He gains up inside. And it's closed down quickly again by that Andover linebacking core.
That time, nowhere to go by Rodriguez. Right when he got the ball, there was a guy right in front of him.
9-96, defensive end Santiago Miranda. A terrific play right there. Connor Atkinson, we're saying his name a few times tonight. And that undersized Andover line is giving Brockton fits.
Yes, it has.
So the Boxers will be second and about 11 from their own about 17-yard line. We're at about 7 minutes left of the second quarter of a 7-0 Andover lead. The Boxers remain in the shotgun. Luke Turco's the sole back to the right of Jaden Campbell. Jaden Ribeiro to the left. 3 wide receivers to the right, including Cameron Montero, Ramel Johnson, Alon Hart. The snap to Jaden Campbell. The ball's going to go to Luke Turco. He has some room. He gets to the outside. And that's a terrific run.
Give me some Turco. That's a good run by Turco. Hit the outside, lowered his body.
So that's going to be a first down run for the Boxers. A gain of about 15 for Luke Turco. The Boxers with the back-to-back first downs as we come to 6 minutes in the quarter. As Jermaine Wiggins is mixing up his offense tonight, you're seeing a little shotgun, a little bit in the eye, some jet sweeps, some off-tackle runs, and some really terrific throws from Jaden Campbell.
At that time, Luke Turco ran with authority.
So the Boxers remain in the huddle. Wiggy wants to slow this game down a bit. Brockton's going to remain here in the shotgun. Luke Turco to the left. 3 wide receivers to the left. Ramel Johnson, Robes Ribeiro, Cameron Montero. The snap to Campbell. The ball's going to go to Luke Turco again. And he's got room up the middle. And he's got a lot of room. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. And that's going to be a long run for Luke Turco.
Give me some Turco. Deep into Andover territory. Brockton strikes the red zone. What an amazing run.
A terrific job of blocking by the right side of that Boxer offensive line. We're going to have to give them some credit right now. That's Henry Morse and the right guard, Devin DeVega, both juniors. So the Boxers will be first down at the Andover 11. In a 0-0 game. Remain in the shotgun. The same set. 3 wide receivers to the left. Walter Rodriguez is the back now. Jaden Campbell looking over at Coach Wiggins. There may be a change to the play. Walter Rodriguez goes to the right of Campbell. The Boxers in the shotgun. And there's the snap. And the ball's going to go to Walter. He's got some room to the outside. He cuts it up.
Here we go.
He gets to the outside.
Good stiff arm.
And a really strong run from Walter Rodriguez. He's going to gain about 6 yards to the Brockton 6. The Andover 6.
I like the looks Wiggins is giving. He's subbing players in and out. He's keeping Andover off balance. The Brockton offense hasn't really done that bad. You take away the penalties, they've done pretty good, Leo.
So the Boxers will be second and about, I'd say about 4, Orlando. They can gain a first down at the 2. We'll see the back will stay Walter Rodriguez. Brockton will come in double tight right now. Christian Flaherty as Jaden Campbell's under center, the offset eye. Cam Montero to the right. The snap, the ball's going to go to Walter. He's got a little bit of room. You know what? I'd like to see him hit that a little bit harder. There was some space there.
Looked like it was there.
It was there.
Instead of cutting a little to the outside, should have cut it back in.
He gained 3 yards, Orlando. We're going to go 3rd and 1 from the Andover, I'd say about their 4.5-yard line.
Well, we know we got 2 cracks at it. This is 4 down territory right here.
We're down under about 4 minutes at Lovely Stadium in Andover. 7-0, the Golden Warriors over the Boxers. Boxers are going to go double tight end. Cameron Montero to the left, offset eye to the right. Walter Rodriguez. The ball's going to go a quick snap to Jaden Campbell. And he's going to be in the end zone. So the quarterback sneak for the touchdown. And what a terrific drive by the Boxers. 95 yards.
Right, and after the penalty, they backed up, faced a 3rd and long, was able to convert. They go 96 yards and on the verge of tying this game.
So the Boxers will come in. Are they going for 2 or going for the extra point? This early in the game, they were sending on their kicker, which is, I believe, Danny DeSilva. Chris Maraglia, the junior on the hold, who's done a nice job this year. I hope I don't jinx them. So Brockton lines up for the extra point. De Silva, the snap, the down, the kick, and it's blocked.
Kick.
I jinxed them.
Snap was a little high. Wasn't able to gather it and put it back in, and that forced the low kick. And unfortunately, they don't get that extra point.
So the Boxers are down 7-6. We're at 3 minutes, 49 seconds of the first half. Brockton goes 95 yards. Andover's going to get the ball back. The Brockton defensive end of the past 2 weeks, other than a couple big plays, have really done a fine job.
They've done a fine job, but I can tell you, by the looks of things, Brockton's here to play tonight, Leo.
Yeah,
they came here to play tonight.
We've heard from people from outside of Brockton who thought Brockton would lose this game by 2 or 3 touchdowns. The Boxers, outside that long run by a terrific running back, have done a nice job. Andover's had good field position 2 times, and Brockton has done a superb job stopping them.
Right, and Brockton, if they can cut down on the penalties as well, that they've been hurt by the penalties, but they clearly came here to Andover, Mass. to play some football.
So Andover will get the snap in the second half, will get the ball. Brockton, this is a big possession right here. They want to keep Andover off the scoreboard here, possibly get the ball back, and maybe go in and try to get the lead before halftime.
You don't want Andover doing a Bill Belichick,
right?
Yeah,
the double-double, like the double.
You don't want that.
So Brockton kicker will be Danny De Silva again. The Brockton special teams. Back deep for the will be Chris Dressen, the speedy senior, and I'm sure Dante Berger's back there, which he is. I hope Brockton is pretty smart on this kick. So Danny De Silva, the Boxers, and here is the kick. And they kick the ball deep, and the ball is going to go to Berger. No, that's the Chris Dressen. The speedy senior makes a move. He gets the outside. He has some room. He makes a terrific move. He gets up the sidelines. And a game-saving tackle by number 67 from Brockton, a shoestring tackle. He's not on the roster. I want to give him credit. He's not on the roster because he saved the touchdown.
That was a touchdown saving tackle right there by number 67.
We got to talk to Kevin Cairo next week.
Put his name on the roster.
Put his name on the roster. He deserves it.
Well,
was that the kicker? Is 67 Danny De Silva? It might be. Either way, it was a great play.
Unbelievable. But
so Andover got great field position. They're going to take over the box of 49. They come out in the shotgun. Three wide receivers to the left. Two running backs in the backfield. The quarterback is back. A little screen pass. They got a ton of room over there. And he makes a move. There's a missed tackle. He's down the sideline. And that is just,
too much room.
Too much room. A missed tackle.
Yep.
Too much space. Yep. Nazir Gomes attempted the tackle. He missed it. Cam Montero ate it up. And we saw a lot of that last year from when we played Zavarian in Franklin, just throwing the ball in the space and making Brockton tackle.
Just a simple, easy pass to the
in the flat.
Pass, and it was able to get a lot of yards.
So 1st and 10 for the box at 25. The inside, we're going to go reverse. Chris Dressen fumbles the ball. So a huge break for the Boxers there.
So I told you Andover likes to do a lot of trickery.
A lot of Methuen stuff.
That was the trickery right there. And I'll tell you what, if he didn't fumble that ball, that was set up for a lot of yards.
Yeah, Brian Knapp was open. It could have been Chris Dressen throwing the ball to Brian Knapp. So the Warriors will lose about 10 yards there.
Huge loss.
Johnny Edmond, the quarterback, gets the call.
And you wonder why they would do a trickery at that end of the field at this time. 2:46 left in the
Two wide receivers to left. Johnny Edmond back. He's going to throw. He has time. He's under pressure. He gets out of it. He throws it.
Good defense.
Good defense.
Yep.
And that is number 45 for the Boxers. Jordan DePina, a junior who's been hurt early this year. They expect a lot of things from him. He was great in coverage right there.
Yep.
So the Boxers now can get off the field here. It's going to be 3rd down and 21 for the Warriors. The Boxers looking to
watch out for the screen.
Get the ball back. Johnny Edmond in shotgun. Dante Berger is next to him. 2 wide receivers left. He rolls out. He looks to the left. He has him over the middle. And he had it.
Had it. Just threw it
a little bit low.
A little bit low. A little bit to the side. Again, the 16 slipped also.
Brian Nitt did slip on it. Let's see what Andover does here. They're probably going to go for it.
Yep.
4th and 16 at the box of 36. So Brockton with a huge chance to get great field position here in Andover.
I would send somebody right now.
Let's watch the middle of the field. So Andover 4th and 16. The snap. Johnny Edmonds back. Yep. They are throwing a screen pass. And they get the ball to the right side. And he's going to have the ball in space, and I think he's going to get it to land. No, he's not. Oh, it's a terrific run. He's just going to be short. And you know what? That ball plays just like a punt anyways. And Brockton's going to stop him.
The flag is down. There's a flag down, and I saw a blindside hit that wasn't called either. I felt like should have been called on that play.
Let's see if we get the first call against Andover. And either way, Brockton will decline it and take the ball over at about their 22.
I said watch for the screen.
You did. You called it. Well, no one knows high school.
Yep.
Orlando, if anyone knows opponents' offenses, most teams should hire you because you usually call the play before it even happens. Of course, talking about the Brockton legend, Orlando Galvo, on color tonight. So the Boxers will take over on another stop, Orlando.
Yep. That's a big stop because Andover was at, the 24-yard line, had momentum. You figure that they're going in, with a score, doing the Bill Belichick, and Brockton was able to get the sack and turn things around. And now maybe we can get something before the half end.
So the Boxers with 2:20 on left here at Lovely Stadium on the campus of Andover High School. Brockton is trailing Andover 7-6. Leo Genatasio along with Orlando Galvo. The postman, Big Mike Simmons, on the production. The Boxers take over. Jaden Campbell's going to be in the shotgun with Walter Rodriguez to the left. Trips to the right. Ramel Johnson to the left. The snap to Jaden. The look. The ball's going to go to Walter. He has room to the outside. He cuts it back up inside. It'll gain about 4 yards.
Okay.
He had a little bit of space there. Andover's terrific linebackers really stopped that. So Brockton's going to gotta go fast. We're at 2 minutes of the second quarter. Brockton flips the receivers. 3 to the right. Jaden Lopes Ribeiro to the left. The single back is Walter Rodriguez. Jaden Campbell
like to see
in the shotgun. And there's the snap. He's back. He takes a look. He's got someone over the middle, and that's caught. And that's going to be Cam again.
Yep.
He bobbled a little bit, but he kept his composure, made the catch. And Brockton using the middle of the field for the first down.
Yep. I was just going to say I'd like to see the ball touch Cam's hands, and then there we go, first down.
So the Boxers will keep the ball with 1:29 left. Will they take a shot here? 1:27. Trips to the left. Single right receiver to the right is Jaden Lopes Ribeiro. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun with Walter Rodriguez to the right. The Boxers down 7-6. Freshman quarterback Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. There's the snap. He goes back. He takes a look. He's got some room to the right. He cuts out. He's running up the sideline. And he'll gain 3 yards. Good composure by the freshman.
Yep. Don't make no mistakes. He didn't see nobody. Rolled to the right, was able to get a yard out of it.
So the Boxers are 1:03 left at the ball at their own 32-yard line. They're down 7-6. Andover mixes them up. You see some rotation on their defensive line coming in. It's number 77 from Andover. Aaron Baruti, a senior. He comes in. Boxers flip the field. They got trips to the left. Ramel Johnson, Cameron Montero, Jaden Los Ribeiro to the right. The single back is Walter Rodriguez. There's the snap. Jaden Campbell back. He takes a look. He looks down the middle. He has someone open. Oh!
He put it right in his hands.
He dropped it. That's a touchdown.
What a pass by Jaden. Unfortunately, Lopes was unable to come up with that ball, but that was a perfectly thrown ball.
Was that Lopes?
Yes.
Yeah, the ball hit him right in the hands.
Right in the hands.
That's a play. That's a touchdown if he catches it. So a perfect pass from Jaden Campbell, and the Boxers unable to come up with the big play right there, which would have given them the lead. He had a touchdown.
You got to make that catch.
I think he was shaded a little bit. I think he saw the Andover corner.
Took us.
Yeah, he did. But it's a play you got to make if it hits your hands.
You got to make that play.
So 3rd down and 9 now for the Boxers. I think Brockton gained a little bit of confidence now that they can do what they want on offense.
And to his defense, Lopes usually makes that catch.
So Jaden Lopes goes to the left. Trip receivers to the right. 3rd down and 9. The back is Walter Rodriguez in the shotgun. The ball's going to be snapped to Jaden Campbell. He's back. He takes a look. He has time. The ball goes over the middle. And, it's a good throw again. And Cam, a ball that you want to...
Right. And even if Cam catches that, there's a defender right in his face. He would have went down. Great coverage that time. Got to get Andover credit.
It's a good throw, though, and it's a play that Brockton usually makes. So Brockton's going to have to pump the ball back. They had chances to make plays right there. Cam Montero, back to punt.
Got to make that catch. Unfortunately, didn't make that catch. That would have been big for Brockton.
The freshman's put the ball right on the money a few times tonight.
He's looking good tonight, I'll tell you that.
So back will be Chris Dressen. He has shown how explosive he is tonight. I don't think Brockton should kick to him, to be honest with you, but we'll see what they do. He's caused them a lot of problems. So a timeout on the sidelines. We're at 52 seconds of the second quarter. A huge crowd up here in Andover tonight at Lovely Stadium. Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Leo Genitazzi along with the legend Orlando Galvo. The postman, Big Mike Simmons, on the production by himself tonight. Once again, you can't find a better production anywhere. Brockton Community Access, home of the champions. Brockton Boxes.
You can look, but you won't find, man.
No, you
He's
won't.
just absolutely fantastic. And like you said, Leo, it's like the whole town came out for this game. If you look at to the far right, huge
Talking
crowd.
to a few old timers before the game, they're excited. They know we're not what we used to be, but they're excited to have Brockton up here. They always were when it was baseball and basketball, but specifically football, Orlando.
And every team always shows up, no matter what.
We don't get it bad.
Right. They always
Well, maybe Durfee. That's about it, though.
Yeah.
So Cameron Montero will be back to punt. Chris Dressen up now. So let's see what the Boxers kick to him. 4th down and 9. 52 seconds left. The ball is snapped. Cam Montero, the kick. The ball goes off his foot, side of his foot, and it gets, ball goes about sideways. Andover's going to have decent field position with a lot of time left to make some plays here. They'll take over at the 41, asking the Brockton defense once again to make a stop.
Yeah, you got to be careful. 41 seconds is a lot of time for a team that likes to strike quick.
Again, Andover's one touchdown was an 85-yard touchdown, untouched by their all great purpose running back, Dante Berger. We haven't seen their explosive Brian not make any plays tonight. Let's look to see if they go to him right now. So Andover in the shotgun, 4 wide, both 2 to each side. Brockton remains in about that 43 with Lorenzo Santos to the left. Johnny Emmett back to pass. The screen pass is a good call. Let's see if Brockton sniffs it out. And good tackling by the Boxers. So I've really been impressed the past couple. Coach Weaver making adjustments the last couple weeks.
Right. Again, Andover was out for that screen. They love doing these screens. And Brockton played it very well.
So with 31 seconds left, Andover will use another timeout. The Boxers, what is Coach Weaver saying to his defense right now?
Probably key on 0.
Key on 0, key on 16.
That's a good way to start, right?
I think the one thing is you got to say is make sure you tackle.
Yeah.
No high tackling.
Absolutely.
Let them know you're there.
Point.
Put a hat on his chest.
Yes. That's a good
No
point.
missed tackles. So Andover comes right out to the line of scrimmage. Brockton, let's not forget the freshman defensive end, Uriel Maybeen, doing a fantastic job on that left side tonight. Brockton secondaries have themselves a whale of a ball game. 31 seconds. Johnny Edmond back to pass. He's got him over the middle. And that ball was just a tick behind and a quick throw by Edmond. He threw it into double coverage right there.
He had him there, but even if he caught that, it looked like Brockton played that well.
It was a little behind.
A little behind, though.
So it will be 3rd and about 4, Orlando, at the midfield. 27 seconds left.
Yep.
So they're going to remain in the 4 wide receiver set. Johnny Edmond in the shotgun. Dante Berger to the left. Brockton remains in the 43. Johnny Edmond back to pass. He throws the ball deep. That ball has no shot.
Yeah, no shot.
So Brockton really keyed on not right there.
Right.
With double coverage. And I think Andover's not going to give Brockton the ball back in midfield.
That wouldn't be smart. That wouldn't be smart.
Let's see what they do. E.J. Perry, when he had his son here, he was an aggressive.
Yeah.
They threw the ball.
Well, his son was a heck of a player. I'm not knocking number 11 here, Edmond. But
watch for the inside handoff here, Orlando, just to gain the yardage and go on to halftime.
Yep.
So Andover being aggressive here. The ball at midfield, 4th and 4. 2 wide receivers. Brian Knott to the left.
This is gutsy.
So here's the call. He swans out. That's going to be a little bit of a screen pass, and it's incomplete. So the Boxers are going to take over at midfield.
I mean,
17 seconds.
I don't necessarily agree with that call to go for it and give Brockton a shot. Granted, it's 17 seconds left, but I was very surprised they just didn't kick that away rather than giving Brockton a shot.
I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah.
I like trying to score. So
there's a difference between aggressiveness and smart, right?
Well, that's true. Their defense has been terrific tonight, though.
Yep.
So Brockton comes here, 17 seconds left. Do you take a couple shots with Cameron Montero right here down the sideline?
I would. I mean, make him pay.
So 17 seconds. Brockton's going to come out in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right. Ramel Johnson to the left, along with, who is that? Number 3 is Walter Rodriguez. Jaden Campbell is in the shotgun by himself. There's the snap. Jaden goes back. He takes a look over the middle. He's
Good
got
pass.
a receiver. And he gets to the outside.
Yep.
And he gets a first down.
All right.
And that's a terrific catch by Jaden Wooten, the junior.
Great catch, great throw. He put some mustard on that, huh?
Orlando, he's going to be special.
Wow. You could just see it.
Brockton's got their quarterback for the next 4 years. He's
unbelievable.
special. He gets rid of that ball. His release is really quick.
He looks like a totally different player tonight.
He gets so this week instead of last week when they're just chucking the ball down the sidelines, middle of the field, crossing routes where he's really accurate.
Right. And Brockton now is in position at the 35-yard line where they can take a shot to the end zone. And
Danny DeSilva can kick a field goal. He's got a leg. He's hit some over. And Henry Morse, look for him.
Yep.
Another kid who has a big leg who's kicked a 45-yarder in practice.
You
So
might-
they're
you-
at about
you-
32 right now, which would be 49.
might need another 10 yards,
Yeah.
I would say, for that.
So 10 seconds left.
Yep.
Boxers have the ball at the Andover 32. They're down 7-6. Andover just failing at midfield at a 4th and 4. Brockton remains in the 4 wide. Ramel Johnson, Walter Rodriguez, Cameron Montero, Jaden Los Ribeiro. There's a shotgun, the snap, he's back. He looks over the side, he's got someone open. Oh, what a terrific play.
He underthrew him. He had him. He underthrew him that time, and a great defensive play by the
That
Andover
is Adam Siegel, the
Yep.
junior safety.
Yep.
He just saved a
DB.
touchdown.
Yeah, he did. He still got time for another play.
So Brockton will have another play.
What a play.
So let's see what the boxes have in there in store for Andover right here. You'd like to see a ball go into the end zone here.
Yeah.
Maybe on a deflection you get a touchdown. You never know. But take advantage of the field position. So the boxes flip Ramel Johnson with Jaden Wooten, and that is Ribeiro to the right. Cameron Montero is going to be double teamed to the left. They're not going to let Cameron catch this ball. Jaden Campbell back. He's going to take a look. The ball goes deep down the sideline. Oh, and that ball is... Did he
caught it! He caught it! Unbelievable! That
What
was
a catch!
Johnson! Now, unbelievable.
A throw? What a catch!
And the Brockton Boxers make E.J. Perry, the coach, pay for his decision to go for it on 4th down at midfield.
Was that Ramel Johnson?
That was Ramel Johnson.
What a catch. Ramel Johnson's father, Richard, we all remember him, the 96-yard touchdown against Everett, puts Brockton ahead at 12-7. What will the Boxers do? Do you go for 2 here? Do you try to get those 2 points back, or do you put the point on the board, Orlando?
Well, if you want to make it 14-7, obviously you go for 2, right? It makes it more, if Andover scores, they tie it up and stuff like that. But either or. You want to save that, want to kick the extra point, I'll take that too. We need points.
So, Jaden Campbell, once again, an absolutely perfect throw into triple coverage. And Ramel Johnson, I can't tell you what, that's an ESPN-type catch.
And Brockton made them pay. You asked me if I think Brockton should take a shot. I said, why not? Make them pay. And they certainly did.
The Boxers showing that this young talent that we've talked about for a year now, getting better, progressing as the season goes along, what we wanted to see. We knew we weren't going to win a championship this year, but we wanted to see this young core improve. Going into a place like Andover, who's had really good football teams the past few years, possibly up at the halftime, couldn't ask for more, Orlando.
Right. And holding them to 7 points, you don't usually do that to Andover.
So Brockton is going to go for 2. They got 2 wide receivers, double tight end. The ball with Walter Rodriguez. Jaden Campbell under center. He fakes it out. He bootlegs. The ball is thrown. Oh, and he had him. That was a good play call. And it looked like that ball was to Jaden Ribeiro. He slipped.
He slipped again.
He kind of rushed the throw.
Yeah. Great
But
play
good play call. I like the play
action.
call. He was open.
And what a half by Brockton. And what a way to finish the half.
So we're going to wrap up halftime here at a fabulous football game at Lovely Stadium on the campus of Andover High School. The Brockton Boxers 12, the Andover Warriors 7.
Mr. Cushing and Golden Grace. Color guard by Megan Knapp. Battery percussion by Carmen Valzone and foot percussion by Taylor Judge. Our 2023 show is called Twisted Fate and tells the tragic story of Medusa. While some portray Medusa as a terrifying and rageful figure to be feared, our show attempts to shed light on her transformation. Voted ally and forgiving master to empower protecting the weak. Tonight we will again perform music by Metallica, Terror Swift, and hard at work since early August and compete this coming Saturday at the Micah Marching Band Festival in Auburn, Massachusetts, and next Saturday at the Minnesota North Andover Marching Competition. Come support us. Now it's time to sit back, listen up, and shoot for your marching Golden Warriors.
The new one, yes, it comes three times. Oh, so you can't look at it. Well, yeah, like instead of 3 out of 6, but yeah. Do I try not to look at it? This is part of the club. But no, this is a head. Oh, that's right. And we know her first word. So try not to look at it. Yeah. Now we're going to get up at 12:01. Yeah, exactly.
I see it. I see it. Yeah. Yep. So I was sitting down.
So back here at lovely stadium in the campus of Andover High School, Leo Genetasio, along with the Brockton legend Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production. The Boxers Orlando in the first half gave up an 85-yard touchdown run untouched, but since that point of the first quarter, Orlando, Brockton comes back with 2 touchdowns, a 95-yard drive, and then right at the end of the first half, an absolutely fabulous catch by Ramel Johnson from a perfect throw from the freshman Jaden Campbell. Let's talk about the first half.
Just before that, me and you looked at each other, didn't even know what to say. It was just unbelievable. All we could do is put our hands up, right? I don't remember the last time I seen that, a Hail Mary to end the half for Bro. Actually, I do.
I do too. Catholic Memorial.
No, actually, it was against Zavarian in a losing effort.
I remember us winning a game at CM on a Hail Mary in 2010. I forgot the receiver's name, but Paul Miraz to beat CM in the end zone. But yes, so the first half, what we talked about earlier going into this game is just progression from this young team and this young quarterback. Andover coming off a 10-1 season, 3-1 this season, where they've scored 40 points in 3 of the 4 games. Can't ask much more from the Boxers on both sides of the ball.
You can. You take away probably two plays for Andover, the Brockton defense has been absolutely stellar.
So talking about that Brockton defense, we haven't talked about them a lot. Let's talk about the two corners, juniors. Edson DaCosta, number 40, and I believe the other one is number 49, Karen's Antoine, another junior. Both terrific in coverage tonight.
Yep.
Only that one catch, I believe, for Johnny Edson. I believe that one catch. Terrific job by the Boxer secondary.
Yep. Slow start to the season. These two guys you mentioned, they started the season slow, but now they're starting to get better. They're starting to make plays. They're starting to get experience. They lacked experience at the beginning of the year, but now that experience is steadily getting better, baby steps.
That young secondary, we talked about Jared Mighty this week, but those two junior corners, once again, terrific game tonight. But it all starts at stopping the run. Outside that long, terrific run by Dante Berger, the Brockton linebackers, Ahmad Wiggins, Lorenzo Santos. What else can you say about them? You can't run on the inside against them.
Obviously, they made adjustments, and they're stopping Dante at this time. But we know what he's capable of, so we always got to be mindful of that.
So Andover showed us a lot that first half. Out of the shotgun, the jet sweeps, reverses, inside handoffs, long throws, using the middle of the field. So Brockton, Coach Weaver and his defense are going to go in there, going to have to make some adjustments. Not a ton. I think Andover, they're pretty specific on what they do. I don't think they're going to change a ton, but you might see some little wrinkles to that Andover offense.
Right, you've seen the trickery play that didn't work because of the fumble, but if take away that fumble, he would have hit the outside. It would have possibly been a score. They like to do these trickeries, and as you can see, they love the screens as well. So Brockton's got to have a guy spy on that screen.
You got to keep your keys on that defense. Your linebackers can't get caught up field. You got to keep your body down. You got to keep your tackling leverage at the right position to make those tackles. A one missed tackle on a screen pass, they can go the distance.
Yeah, Coach E.J. Perry, he wants a guy like Dante Berger in space.
In space.
He wants him to use
Chris
that speed.
Dressen, too.
Yeah, and that's what he's going to be looking for. He's going to try to get the guys in space. So Andover gets the ball to start the second half here. It would be great if Brockton can start off by stopping him, get the ball back.
Danny De Silva, who's not on the roster, is the kicker, saved the touchdown on a punt by Chris Dressen. An incredible shoestring tackle that saved the touchdown.
Right.
So back deep will be Chris Dressen, the senior, along with the sophomore, Dante Berger.
Yep.
Andover will get the ball. 12-minute quarter here at Lovely Stadium. Brockton Boxer Football, Brockton Community Access on the Brockton Channels. There's the kick. And they squib it this time. Smart play. And the ball's going to go right up, and Andover will take a knee. So Andover will take over about their 29-yard line. 11:59 in the third quarter. Leo Genitaccio, along with the Brockton legend, Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production, as the Boxers come out defensively. Andover huddles up on the sideline. Let's see if they go right to the line of scrimmage again, Orlando. Yep. They like to move fast.
Couple of big runs on returns by Andover kick returners. Brockton wasn't having none of that, a squib kick. And we'll see what happens here, Leo.
So Brockton locks up. Looks like that Brian Knapp with number 49, Karen's Antoine, as they run out of the shotgun. They got the ball. They're going to get the ball to Brian Knapp early, and he's got space, Orlando. He's got space, and he could be gone. Luke Turco is the last guy, and he saves a touchdown, just like we talked about.
That time we have a flag down. We do have a flag down.
That's
a holding.
Ooh, that is a huge penalty because
we've had our share of holding calls too. Got turned back. So
we talked about that. 4 penalties against the Boxers, not against the Andover. This is a huge one that's going to stop about a 60-yard play that would have went down to the Brockton 25.
Right.
So that holding call was at about the 40-yard line. So it looks like it'll be about a 1st and 10 from maybe the original line of scrimmage. And right away we see Andover making the adjustment. Right. Seeing that single coverage on Brian Knapp, they get the ball to him in space. He makes one-man miss, and he almost has a touchdown.
It looked like they made a quarterback change as well on that play. I believe number 7 came in the game.
So number 7 will be Dominic Papa, a junior quarterback who's in there, and he gets the ball, and the ball goes right away. It's a keeper, and he gains about 3 yards. Good tackle by Cameron Montero and Ahmad Wiggins. So Dominic Papa, the junior quarterback, in there.
Freshman was in that tackle too, Maybeen.
Johnny Edmond is on the sidelines. We don't know if it's a coach's decision or injury, but they will switch the quarterbacks as the Boxers call a timeout Coach Weaver sees something he doesn't like. It will be 2nd and 6 at about the 32-yard line. Brockton up 12-7, 11:26 of the third quarter.
41 for Brockton, just a freshman in that tackle as well. He's got a bright future ahead of him as well.
Any scores, Orlando, on the out-of-state scoreboard?
The last time I seen it, Zavarian was up 20-7 on Catholic Memorial.
And CM has some injuries. I know they've had they went down to Florida and lost a couple players. But that would be an upset, correct?
Right. It's now 20-14.
So a terrific game in
Zavarian
Westwood.
in the third quarter.
So Brockton has the timeout. They break the huddle. Dominic Papa in for the quarterback position. Andover's going to go 4 wide with no back. Actually 5 wide. Brockton remains with the 4 front with the 2 linebackers and man coverage. Papa back. He takes a look. He's down. He throws the ball over the middle. It's a great throw. Oh, and he dropped it.
Yep.
Oh, we're going to get a penalty. I don't know what the call is here. But back-to-back plays of flags, and we have a penalty against Brockton.
That's a territory where it's usually a hold on the defense, a pass interference, something like that.
Yep, and it looks, is it being marked off? I don't know who they're calling this on, Orlando. No, they're going to walk it off on the boxes, I believe, yes. So that will be 15 yards for Andover, and they'll get the automatic first down. So another penalty that, helps Andover out and gives them the ball in midfield, basically. It would have been 3rd and long, and the boxes with the pass interference call. So Dominic Papa remains in the shotgun, 4 wide. Single back is Berger. He looks back. He throws the ball into space to Chris Dressen, and he has space, and he's gone. And he's going to go untouched, Orlando, in for the touchdown.
Wow. See what that kid can do. They want to get their guys in space.
And that is simply just throwing the ball to your athlete.
Simple playing.
And no tackling.
Was able to take it all the way.
Great adjustments by Andover at halftime.
Yep.
Nothing fancy.
Yep.
They ran 2 plays, 1 call back by a penalty for 60 yards. That ball 50 yards to Chris Dressen. He goes untouched in the end zone, and Andover takes the lead back on their 3rd play from scrimmage.
Just a back break of a play that time on the Brockton side. Great execution by Andover, however.
Andover is up 13-12, and they will go for 2. Yep. Dominic Papa provides a spot to Andover. They're in the shotgun with Dante Berger in the backfield. The ball goes right to him, and he gets smacked.
Stick.
What a tackle.
He was able, what an effort by Dante Berger.
Yeah, he got
a great hit. Continued the motion and was able to get in for the 2-point conversion.
I think that was Luke Turco who held him up.
Yep.
Dante Berger kept his legs going.
Yep.
And Andover at 11:10 of the third quarter goes back up 15-12.
Yep. Good answer by Andover. Right out the half. Comes out blazing with momentum. And that was an exciting play there by
Chris Dressen, the senior, who's been a real spark for Andover offensively. Right. Every time he's gotten the ball, he's made big things happen. Right. So back deep for the boxes will be the sophomore Casey Rhodes, along as that Ramel Johnson with him. No, it's Jaden Wooten. Coach Weaver's going to have to make some adjustments over in that sideline right there because there was nothing fancy about what Andover did. Throwing the ball into space and making a man miss, and the rest was history.
You talk about a kid coming out of nowhere, right? Dominic Papa.
Cold off the bench. So both the Andover touchdowns on long plays where they've gone basically untouched.
Right. They have that ability to strike very quickly.
So let's see what the Boxers do. Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. The kicker for Andover will be Will Dever, the junior. Casey Rhodes and Jaden Wooten back deep. The up men are, looks like we have Walter Rodriguez. And that's a pretty good kick. That ball is to Casey Rhodes, the sophomore. Let's see what he does. He has room in the middle. He heads upfield. He stops. He cuts. He makes a good run.
Oh, what a stick.
And he is hit pretty hard.
What a stick.
And we're going to get another penalty on the boxes.
Yep. Joseph, perfect textbooks tackle. He wasn't having none of that. It looked like he had a lane there, and then Joseph closed that right away. What a tackle.
Sammy Joseph, a terrific linebacker, senior linebacker with the perfect textbook tackling. And Brockton will have their 3rd penalty of the half. And this one's going to mock him back half the distance. Well, another Probably going to be about half the distance to the goal. So Brockton's going to have to do what they did last time, Orlando, to get back in this game, a long drive.
The refs are definitely taking over this game, Leo.
Either that or Brockton needs to be more disciplined.
Yep.
So the ball being marked off against the boxes. The penalty was on number 13 for the boxes, Ekamini Akpin, for a clip, a block in the back, and that ball will be knocked off to the Brockton 15-yard line. Sixth penalty against the boxes tonight. There's been one penalty against Andover.
Brockton has shown they can drive. They drove 96 yards for a touchdown. So
let's see what Coach Wiggins does here. Brockton comes out once again in the 4 wide. The lone running back will be Walter Rodriguez. Boxes down 15-12 in a must-win game if the boxes want to see the playoffs. Jaden Campbell remains in the shotgun. The snap, the look, and Rodriguez got the ball. He got some room. He gets to the outside. And he's going to gain about 6 yards.
Looked like a horse collar tackle there as well.
So there was a late flag there as Walter Rodriguez comes off the field limping.
Maybe face mask, horse collar. Something went down there.
So Walter's heading off to the sidelines, and you never want to see that. Brockton not a ton of depth at the running back position.
15-yarder.
And that will be, what was the call, Orlando?
It looks like a face mask. Yep.
So that 15 yards will be marked off and give the boxes the ball at the 36-yard line. So Brockton with the 6-yard run by Walter Rodriguez, 15 yards added on with the penalty.
Yep.
The boxes take over at their own 36. They break the huddle. Brockton lined up. It looks like they are in a double tight with a single back. It's in the offset eye with Christian Flaherty. The back goes, that is Rodriguez, and he slips. So that's about the fourth or fifth time where Brockton is just falling down, slipping because of the field.
It's a clear problem right now.
But you know what? They need to figure that out and get different cleats on them if they have them. Because Andover hasn't been slipping since. So 2nd and 11 and the loss of 1. Jaden Campbell gets the call. Brockton breaks the huddle. Luke Turco is the running back. Christian Flaherty's offset. The lone receiver to the right is Jaden Lopes-Ribeiro.
See a play action here.
There's the snap. And the handoff goes to Luke. There's not a lot of room there. And he keeps the legs moving, and moving. What Luke does, never stops driving those legs. So it looked like he had nothing, Orlando. He turns it into 5 yards.
Yeah, with help from the offensive line as well. Little push, but a great effort by Luke Turco.
So 3rd and 6 at about the 40-yard line. The boxes take over. Their third down play. Jaden Campbell gets the call from Wiggy. Back to the huddle. Let's see what the boxes have called here. Brockton comes out in the offset eye again. Christian Flaherty, the junior, along with Luke Turco, with fellow junior. Jaden Ribeiro to the right, under center. Jaden Campbell, 7 guys in the box. The call, the fake. He's got the ball. He throws it deep. He has him.
That's a pass.
And that should be a penalty.
Yes.
So Brockton will get the pass interference call.
14 got his hands up, but that was clearly a pass interference.
He never turned his head, Orlando. He made the body contact. He was there, but he never got his head around. So Brockton will get another penalty. We'll give him a first down.
Yep. And I'll tell you what, that's a good play by number 14 because that's a 15-yarder. If he doesn't make that play, that's a possible touchdown by Cam.
That's a touchdown.
Yep.
And I think that was Lopes-Ribeiro.
Yep.
So the 15-yard penalty will bring the ball to about the Andover 45-yard line. Brockton looking to match the score. Brockton breaks huddle. We come out now in the 4 wide receiver set. Lopes-Ribeiro, Montero, Ramel Johnson, Jaden Wooten. Luke Turco is the sole running back. Jaden Campbell looks over to Coach Wiggins. He gets the sign. The boxes. And there's the snap. He's back. He takes a look. He looks over the middle. Oh, that's an interception. So that ball was just, not accurate. Cam broke one way. Maybe he expected him to go the other. It's an easy interception. And Andover will get the ball back at their own 45-yard line. Could be a backbreaking play there.
Unfortunately, his true big mistake today. He hasn't made too many. He hasn't made any mistakes, and unfortunately,
Just inaccurate.
just an accurate throw by Campbell that time.
So Andover takes over at their own 45. They're up 15-12. 8:45 left. Brockton needs a stop here, Orlando. Let's see if Coach Weaver makes the adjustments defensively. We'll see if Andover.
Can't hang your head down. You got to step
Nope.
up. Yep.
Let's see if they just continue to throw the ball into space. Dominic Popper in a quarterback.
Yep.
The ball's fake. There's the
fumble.
motion. He's down at his knee. So Andover's going to lose 4 yards
Yep.
there. So Popper fumbled the snap. His knee makes him automatically down. You're not able to get back up in high school football. And Andover will move fast. They remain in the shotgun. Second and about 14 at their own 41. Popper by himself in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the right. He fakes it. He takes off. He gets to the outside. And he'll gain.
Yep.
That's a good gain.
Good gain.
Missed tackle by the boxers here.
Well, we're seeing Popper can also do it with his leg as well. He's a hard runner.
Big, thick quarterback.
You wonder where he was at the beginning of the game, right?
So Brockton defensively looking at a big play here. It's about 3rd and 6 around midfield. Dominic Popper. He now has Dante Berger to the left. 3 wide receivers to the right. 1 wide receiver left is Chris Dressen. 3rd down and 6. He's back to pass. He takes a look. And that's
good
almost
play.
intercepted by Luke Turco.
Luke
Terrific
Turco
play.
stepped right in front of it with a great defensive play to force a 4th down and a possible punt.
So, like he always is defensively, Luke Turco always in the right position. Makes a terrific play, almost intercepting the ball. Brockton makes the big stop. They're going to get the ball back.
Yep.
4th and about 6 for the Golden Warriors at their own 49-yard line. A 15-12 game, 7:47, 3rd quarter. They lead the Boxers.
Again, another key stop at midfield for the Boxer defense. They've done that a lot tonight.
Adam Siegel back to punt. His last one boxed the Boxers inside the 5. Motion by number 4. Siegel gets the ball. He runs up. It could be a fake. He throws it back across the field.
Yep.
And that's incomplete.
Yep.
And there's the flag. That's a late flag. That's a really late flag. From all the way back at the 10-yard line.
The guy at the 10-yard line just is going to call it.
That's a late
It's
flag.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
The guys right next to the play didn't make the call, Orlando. The referee down in his own 10-yard line makes that call. Let's see. They're talking about it.
Unbelievable. That's a backbreaker call right there.
Oh, that's a back-breaking call. So they're allowed contact within the first 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. I don't know what the call is right there.
Right.
He's allowed contact within the first 5 yards. So the referee's implementing himself big time in the 3rd quarter right here. That 15 yards will give Andover the ball at the Brockton 41-yard line.
When it comes to Andover, you got to be very leery of their trick plays. They do that a lot.
So Dominic Popper in the shotgun. The ball's going to go to Dante Berger.
Good
And he is
tackle.
stopped by
Yep.
Ahmad Wiggins once again.
Yep.
Then another flag. So we'll see what the flag is this time. So that will be the 6th flag so far this half.
Unless it's a warning, a sideline warning, but might be a sideline warning.
Yeah, it looks like he's pointing to the sideline. Wiggins is not happy right now. The Brockton coaches are not happy. That contact.
I don't blame him.
Well, that contact was within the first 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, and the call was made by the referee in the end zone where the 4 guys at the line of scrimmage didn't make the call.
I've never seen that.
So we'll see what we got going here. Brockton stopped him for no gain right there. And the ball will be marked off against Brockton again. So I don't know what the call is, but it is 15 more yards. So Brockton close to double-digit penalties for over 100 yards of penalties, just shooting themselves in the foot right now. A personal foul against the Boxers will give Andover the ball at the 20-yard line. 10 penalties to 2 tonight.
Yep.
Dominic Popper in the shotgun. 3 wide receiver. He's back. He looks. That ball's deep. And he
slip.
fell down. That's going to be a touchdown.
Yep.
So number 49, Brockton's cornerback, fell down on the play.
Yep.
He
Again,
slipped. Another slip.
another Boxer slips. That frees up the Andover receiver.
Karen's Antoine fell right
Yep.
there, and that is a simple pitch and catch. Their 3rd touchdown with no contact. So Andover breaks open the lead here. They're up 21-12. 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And that drive is aided by 2 huge penalties. One on 4th down, one on a first down stop where they gain negative yards.
And like you said, Leo, penalties, you can't commit penalties, especially on the road, especially down. Brockton has done a lot of them tonight, unfortunately.
So Brockton showing really, their inexperience right there, Orlando.
Yep.
Young teams seem to make a lot of mistakes, and that's what Brockton did.
Right. However, you're getting the ball back. You're down 10. Still plenty of time left in the third quarter, and you got all of fourth quarter. So
down 15 at Lincoln Sudbury against a top 10 team that scored 14 in the fourth quarter to send it to overtime. If Brockton really wants to keep their postseasons alive right now, they're going to have to play their best 19 minutes of the year. So
penalties are killing.
We're at about 7:25 at Lovely Stadium in the campus of Andover High School. Leo Genitaccio, along with the Brockton legend, Orlando Galvo, the postman, Big Mike Simmons, on the production. The Boxers trail 22-12.
Seems like Andover's touchdowns, their touchdowns have been
Big plays.
untouched.
All untouched. All big
Three
plays.
untouched touchdowns.
And you're taking advantage of a young Brockton secondary.
Yeah.
For as good as they were in the first half, Orlando, they struggled a bit in the second half.
Yeah.
But that's what you get from being young. So the deep kick will come to Jaden Wooten again. He heads upfield. He gets to the outside. He has some room. And you know what? He slipped.
Again.
So Andover stops Brockton before they head over the 30-yard line. The Boxers will take over at the 30-yard line. They're down 22-12. And let's see what Coach Wiggins has in store offensively, because Brockton cannot give the ball back to Andover here, right here, or it could get out of hand.
Right.
So Brockton in the huddle here. Walter Rodriguez is the running back. Cam Montero in the slot. Jaden Wooten, Jaden Lopes-Ribeiro to the right. Ramel Johnson to the left. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. There's the snap. He takes the ball. Walter Rodriguez has room. He gets to the outside.
Here he goes.
And he gains about 9 yards. So a nice run, nice setup on first down. The Boxers gain 9 on first down.
Good way to start the drive. Rodriguez is running hard tonight.
The right side of the Brockton offensive line with Devin DeVega and Henry Hank Morse on the right side doing their job.
Got to keep on playing your game. You got plenty of time here. You're only down 10.
So Brockton will go with Luke Turco. 4 wide receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. The same 4 as last time. Jaden Campbell remains in the shotgun. Cam Montero in motion. There's the snap, and the ball's going to go to Luke. He has room to the outside, and he'll gain the first down.
Good run.
And he gains another 7 yards. And the tackle by number 28 from Andover, and that's James Comerford, the senior.
Great run by Luke. Moves the sticks.
Brockton gets the ball to the Andover 44. Brockton in desperate need of a score right here to get themselves back in this ball game. We're getting to the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Luke Turco remains the running back. 3 wide receivers right. Ramel Johnson, the sole wide receiver to the left. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. Andover stays in their base 43 defense. The snap, low snap. He gets the ball to Cameron in space. Cameron gets to the outside. He slips.
Yep.
And he gains 5 yards.
It's like they're playing in a hockey rink out there.
So James Comerford, we just said his name, number 28 from Andover. He's on the other side of the field making tackles. But 6 yards for Boxers on first down.
Right.
Brockton's got the nice drive going here after the penalty on the first down to start the series.
Right.
Brockton breaks huddle at the midfield. 2nd down and 4. Luke Turco remains the running back. 3 wide receivers right. Ramel Johnson to the left. Turco switches sides. Andover stays in the base 43. 1 safety back. There's the snap. Luke Turco gets the ball. It's fake. Jaden Campbell has it. And he'll gain a first down. Nice
play.
call by Coach Wiggins.
Yep. Wiggins is giving you a little bit of everything tonight.
So Brockton will have 3 first downs in a row, and they'll get the ball to the Andover 45.
Yep. Plenty of time. Just under 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Brockton only down 10. Driving here.
So Brockton, first down at the 45. We're under 5 minutes of the third quarter. Brockton goes 3 wide receivers to the left. Cameron Montero, Jaden Zofribero, Ramel Johnson, Jaden Wooten. Turco remains the running back. Here's the snap to Jaden Campbell. Luke Turco with the ball inside. Nice adjustment.
Right.
And the running back, Ryan Atchison.
He's everywhere, that kid.
With the tackle.
We talk about football players. Number 3, Atchison.
That's Connor Atchison. I'm sorry. Terrific tackle.
Hell of a football
Really
player.
impressed with the Andover linebackers. So it seems like Brockton's got most of the yardage, Orlando, to the outside. Andover's stout in the middle.
Right.
So Brockton gains no yards, second down and 10. They've crossed midfield. They're down by 10. Jaden Campbell, a touchdown and interception tonight. The freshman gets the call from Coach Wiggins. Brockton breaks the huddle. They will go 3 wide receivers with Cameron Montero in the slot. Walter Rodriguez back in the backfield.
What's the shot at Cam?
Jaden Campbell on the shotgun. There's the snap. It's low. He's got to get that ball. He gets out of it. He tries to stay up. And unfortunately, that low snap will have Brockton lose about 10 yards. And that's a killer. He can't make these types of mistakes.
Killer. Bad snap. Campbell tried. Couldn't go nowhere. Had 3 guys in his face.
I really thought he kept his composure right there because he actually, that could have been a lot worse. So Brockton loses 10 yards. It'll be third down and forever.
Mistakes right now. It's
too many penalties, too many silly mistakes from this Boxer team. So the Boxers take over on their own side of the field this time, 3rd and 20. They need a big play. Do they go to Cam Montero here? Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. They go 5 wide receiver set this time, 3 to the right. Andover sends everyone. There's the throw. He's got Cam over the middle. Cam makes a move. Cam gains about 19 yards.
Might have
very, very close.
Short, very close.
And I don't like that, Mark. So they're going to be short by a yard?
I don't know about that spot. It looked like he got to the 35-yard line. I thought it was a bad spot,
too. So that will be 4th and...
down.
And Brockton has a huge size advantage up front.
But a great pass by the freshman again.
Brockton has a huge size advantage here, Orlando. I'd like to see them just run a quarterback sneak here and gain the yard. Use your size advantage. These linemen need to keep their leverage, get underneath these smaller Andover defensive tackles and push them around.
Can't disagree with that. And you might see that coming up right now.
So 4th down and about a half a yard. Walter Rodriguez is the running back. Jaden Campbell under center. There's the snap. And he looks over. They try to get him to draw. Campbell keeping his composure. Brockton offensive line keeping their composure. And he's going to get it. There's no doubt about it. He got
push.
That. He should get over the line of scrimmage there.
That's a first down.
That should be a first down. Well, I don't like that spot either, Orlando. I don't like that spot either. Well, that's a really disappointing spot. He had crossed the 35-yard line with his body.
It looks like he did get the first down, regardless. But from this angle,
I don't know, Orlando.
I see a first
So
down.
we're going to call for the measurement. It looks like he had to cross the Orlando. I think he had to cross the 35, and he didn't get that mark.
He didn't get that spot.
So we'll watch that in the replay later. You people at home, if they get the replay from Big Mike, it looks like
he looked like he marked him. When he
marked
landed
him about a half a yard short.
Rather than where
his body looked like it crossed with the ball, crossed the 35. I think Brockton's going to be a little bit short right here. I hope I'm wrong.
I think they did get the first down, but the spot wasn't very good. But first down.
No, it's short.
Short.
So, Brockton comes up short on a very suspect.
Unbelievable.
Just not getting any breaks from the officials tonight, Brockton. They've caused a lot of their own problems, but you would hope that the officials would get the proper mark right there, and they just simply didn't. That's unfortunate for the Brockton kids. If the Brockton
simply
kids
takes
play
the ball
that
back and moves it back. I mean,
That's unfortunate. So Andover takes over. Dominic Papa, who's provided a spark for Andover, with 1:11 left in the third quarter.
Big stop by Andover there.
So Brockton, the shotgun, the snap. There's the throw. They're just throwing it to space again. Another missed tackle. Chris Dressen gained 7 yards.
That's coming back, though. That's coming back. Wide receiver pass interference.
So we got another penalty on the play. Let's see what we got this time. There's been 10 penalties on Brockton tonight, 2 against Andover, and they're talking about this one. So the refs are talking about it. We don't know what the call is. They pick up the flag. So the flag is picked up. Andover's going to go 2nd down and 5. There is no penalty. I think they're going to call a legal man downfield, but the call is not made. Dante Berger's the sole back. 4 wide receiver set. I think Brockton should be double-teamed as Brian Nat over here. They're not. So Dominic Berger gets the ball.
Oh, good
That's
tackle.
a great tackle.
Hello,
Number
how you
44,
doing?
Xavier Laguerre.
My name is Xavier Laguerre. What a tackle.
So 3rd down and about 3. Gain 2 yards there. Brockton in a must-stop right here. Down by 10. We're under a minute left at Lovely Field.
Yep. That time, Dante Berger has to come out the game. He took a hard shot there. Hope he's all right.
So Brockton looking at a 3rd and 2. Dominic Papa at quarterback under center. The new running back looks to be number 30, Nicholas Isley. The ball's thrown. Good play. Good throw. Good catch. First down. Simple again. Just throwing the ball into space.
This kid throws a good ball.
That ball is perfectly placed, and it's a first down for the Warriors.
Great accuracy.
35 seconds left, so Andover converts on 3rd down. Dominic Papa. Dante Berger back in the game. He's back. He takes a look. He's got a man open. That ball should be... Oh. So that ball is completed.
What a throw.
Cam Montero might have lost in the lights, but he looked like he gave up on the ball. He might have thought it was thrown out of bounds. A perfectly thrown ball. So
great throw by Papa. Great
Andover,
catch.
4 wide receiver set. Here's the ball. Another play. They're just looking. The ball's thrown up in the air. That's going to be a pass interference. And that is pass interference.
That is a clear pass interference.
They didn't need to do it. He was double covered. He threw the ball up for grabs. And Brockton, once again, just the lack of discipline.
Right.
And Andover has gained about 50 yards in penalties this half.
Right.
As Brockton's completely fallen apart this 3rd quarter after a terrific first half.
It's what happens sometimes when you have young guys back there, unfortunately.
That penalty be on number 23, Jared Mighty.
Yep.
So Andover ready to put this game out of reach, turn this into a blowout after a great Brockton first half. Brockton really needs a stop right here. They still have single coverage on Brian Nat over here. The ball's going to go. It's a handoff. And Dominic Papa gains 5 yards. 3 yards before he was touched. Nice tackle by Ahmad Wiggins. And Andover has a lineman down. So we're going to go to the end of the 3rd quarter at Lovely Field in Andover. Andover with 2 touchdowns after being down 12-7. At the end of 3, Andover 22, Brockton 12.
Very tough. Obviously, the calls have played a huge factor. I'm going to call it how it is. A couple calls were questionable out there, and it's gone in favor of Andover. And they've been able to build off them calls and have this 22-12 lead.
You know what, though, Orlando? When you're undisciplined early, the refs sometimes they feed off of that, and they continue to throw flags. I'll say the fourth down pass interference call. The play was within the first 5 yards of the line of scrimmage where they made contact. The other call that was questionable was Brockton looked like he made the down on 4th in the short one. It looked like Jaden Campbell made the extra half a yard. They didn't get that. But Brockton's played undisciplined tonight.
Yeah. Also in that quarter, Jaden Campbell's been so good today, hasn't he?
He's been terrific.
That interception, unfortunately, was a killer.
Yeah, they were up 15-12, Andover.
Yep.
Brockton across midfield with 3 straight first downs. Cam turned one way. Jaden threw it the other side. I don't know whose fault it was, but at the end of the day, it was an interception.
Yep.
When you're a young team, you got to minimize your mistakes.
Right.
So Andover, it looks like number 72, one of their starting linemen, Ryan Zanoni, is limping off the field. Never want to see that. So they'll have a backup tackle. He's their starting right tackle. As Andover will send in a number. We haven't got the new number yet, but when we do, it will be their second string tackle coming in.
So we saw a couple of red zone stops for Brockton against Lawrence last week, and we need one right now. Brockton, if they want to stay in this game, you got to keep it at bay. You got to keep it 22-12.
Andover a little bit more diverse than Lawrence on offense.
Yep.
So Andover in the beginning of the fourth quarter, Leo Genitaccio, along with the legend Orlando Galvo, the postman, Big Mike Simmons on the production, Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. Dominic Popper, first down at about the 10-yard line. He's back. He looks. The ball's thrown up, and Brian Nat, he just goes to get the ball, and that's a touchdown. Yeah. And you know what, Orlando? It's just a pitch and catch. You need to double-team Brian Nat.
Yep.
He's got a 6-inch height advantage on the corner.
Great throw. Nothing you can really do.
You could double-team him.
Both guys would, tangling with each other, and unfortunately, no call.
What about the safety over there to help him on that?
Yep.
So Brockton gives up. That's a back-breaking touchdown. They're going to down 3 scores.
Now, Brockton's facing an uphill battle.
Brockton, number 49 right there, was
Number 13, Max Dyer to hold.
that's Karan's Antoine, and that's a very difficult job assignment. Single coverage on Brian Nat, who's. I talked to the coach before the game, is their best all-around player, offensively, defensive play, and he's had 2 long touchdown catches right there. Both of them basically, one he was open by 10 yards, the other one was single coverage over a guy he's 6 inches bigger than.
Right, 22 points in the second half for Andover, 0 from Brockton.
So Andover goes up 29-12. Brockton down by 17 with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're live from Lovely Field in Andover. And Andover showing veteran presence, showing why they won 10 ball games last year. Well-coached, well-disciplined team. Unfortunately for the Boxers, their progression stymied a little bit in the second half tonight.
Can't disagree with that.
They showed a lot of poise early in this first half, and especially the game against Lawrence. But, second half with a young team, they've struggled tonight. So back to kick for Andover will be number 19, Nate Bernadine. The kick is deep, and the ball will go to number 23. And he gets some room. He gets to the outside, and that's a really good kick return.
Yep.
Nice job that's Jared Mighty, the speedy sophomore. So the Boxers, the final quarter of the game, they're down by 17. Let's see what Coach Wiggins has in store. They've moved the ball, Orlando. They've had some slips on plays where they've been untouched, and they've had some untimely penalties and turnovers.
Story of the game, mistakes. Unfortunately, you can't make it on the road against a good team, offensive team like Andover.
So Jaden Campbell will remain in the shotgun. They're going to go 5 wide receivers. Trips to the right. Cam Montero in the slot. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. There's the snap. He takes a look. He throws the ball deep. He has a guy, and that's caught.
Catch.
And that's a great catch by Jaden Wooten into double coverage on a perfect throw.
Yep.
Terrific concentration by Wooten there into double coverage.
Campbell put that in between 2 guys.
So Brockton's showing a lot offensively tonight, something to build upon.
Yep.
They're running the ball. They're throwing the ball against a very good football team. So the Boxers cross midfield. Jaden Campbell, who's been precise tonight on many throws. The Boxers come out, and it's going to be 5 wide again. Luke Turco's one of the receivers.
Yep.
Cam Montero in the slot to the left. The Boxers getting production from all the receivers. The snap to Jaden Campbell. It's low. Good snap. He has time. He throws the ball. He has Turco.
What
and
a
a
pass.
terrific catch and throw.
Yep. I'm
Luke
telling
Turco
you,
extends the arms on a terrific catch on the throw from the freshman.
Good.
And the Boxers on 2 plays at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, good catch by Luke Turco. I'm telling you, man, this freshman is the real deal.
So the Boxers using the middle of the field.
Yep.
Great job by the offensive line protecting. The Boxers threatening. They're at the 25-yard line, looking to get right back in this ball game.
You might not know this kid's name, Jaden Campbell, but you need to know it because he's gonna be the guy. He's very special.
Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. The offense remains the same. Luke Turco in the slot. Back to pass. He takes a look. He has time. He has room to throw. He cuts it back inside. That's a fumble.
Yeah.
So he tries to throw away the ball, and it flipped out of his hand. Very alert play by the lineman, number 72 from the Boxers.
I thought he threw that. I thought that was
it slipped out of his hand. He didn't have control of it.
All right.
So that's Eric Ferguson with the very alert play to get on that ball. So the Boxers lose 2.
Okay.
Second down and 14 for the Boxers.
So Jaden Campbell on the low snap tried to make something happen. He just tried to throw that away, Orlando. It just slipped out of his hands.
Slipped out of his hands.
So the Boxers, 2nd and long. 5 wide. Luke Turco and Cameron Montero in the slot. Campbell. The snap. He takes a look. He goes back. He throws the ball down the middle. He has Cameron Montero. And he does not come up with the ball.
Cam's down.
He got hit on that play, and a nice play by the safety.
Yep. There you go. Get back. A little banged up.
Nice play by the safety.
It was in his hands, but he just underthrew Cam.
You'd like that play to be made.
Yeah. He just underthrew him. Cam made a great effort to try to come down with it, but just couldn't come up with it. So Cam was open, though.
So Brockton will have 3rd and 14. The Andover safety's down. I don't have his number. He made a good play right there. Him and Cam collided on the play.
Yep.
He might have gotten there a tad early, but you're not going to get that call in Andover.
You lead Cam a little bit there. That's an easy touchdown.
Still a play that could have been made, Orlando.
Yep.
And these type of games, they're going to need special plays at times.
Yep.
They got one earlier tonight. They probably need one right now. So I don't have the number of the Andover safety down, but he made a terrific play right there. When he gets up, I'll give it to you.
Let's just hope he gets up and he's all right.
May have the wind knocked out of him, or his head might have collided with Cam. That's number 49. And that is Colin Gilbert.
Good effort by 49.
So Colin Gilbert on a terrific play right there. So Brockton has 2 plays to try to get the first down here. Let's see what the Boxers do. Is Cam Montero may be out of the game? He was knocked around pretty good in that play, but the Boxers have shown depth tonight wide receiver-wise.
Yep. And besides Cam, they're all underclassmen.
Ramel Johnson, Jaden Wooten, Jaden Lopes-Ribeiro, even Luke Turco with a terrific catch.
Yep.
The future's bright in Boxer country. So the Boxers come out 5 wide. Cam is back in the game. The Boxers need 14. 3rd down.
Boy, they're letting Campbell sling it tonight.
Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. There's the snap. He takes a look. He's back. The ball's over the middle. He's got Luke Turco. Luke Turco makes a move. He gains about 12 yards. So the Boxers will have another 4th down and short. Good play call from Wiggy.
Yep. Obviously, it's a 4th down and go. So Brockton has to go for it.
So they look like they have to gain about a yard. Brockton at about 4th and 1 at the Andover 16-yard line. Jaden Wooten gets the call. I don't know if they're going to run quarterback sneak again. It wasn't successful last time. This isn't a short yard like last time. This is a full yard.
Yep.
So Jaden Campbell remains in the shotgun. We don't see Christian Flaherty out there, their best blocker. Yep. Jaden Campbell under center. 3 wide receivers to the right. Cam Montero in the slot. Luke Turco is deep in the backfield. And Brockton's going to use another timeout. Yep. So their 2nd timeout of the half, they might come out to hurt them later on, Orlando, if they need to stop the clock.
Yep.
9 minutes left of the 4th quarter. Lovely field, 29-12 Andover.
We've seen a different Brockton offensive team. It seems like Brockton, the offense is looking good.
Explosive, more explosive.
More explosive, looking good. It's just mistakes.
So
you know,
it's something that's burned Brockton the past few years
Right.
is discipline problems.
But
you know the coaches go over it in practice. You know they talk about it
Yep.
with them.
Yep.
Sometimes it's just up to the kids
Yep.
to go out there and be mentally tough.
But-
You can't blame coaches all the time. Sometimes it's on the kids to be mentally tough out there.
I know, you know, the score is 29-12, and I'm telling you, I like
It's been
what
a closer game.
I like what I see.
But you know what, Orlando? We're from Brockton. There's no more. We're not doing moral victory Monday today.
No.
I like what I see too, but we're not taking moral victories. We're here to win football games.
Right.
There has been progressions, but even if you ask Coach Wiggins, he's like some of the stuff he's seen tonight, but he thinks this is a winnable football game. So 4th down and 1 at the 16. Brockton's going to be double tight end. You have that huge right guard in Devon DeVega, about 320 pounds. Luke Turkle's back. Andover, everyone at the line of scrimmage. There's the ball. It's a fake. It's a good play call.
play.
It's a great play
Good play.
call. And that's going to be knocked down at the 1 yard line. It's the same play they used on the
Excellent
2-point
play
conversion.
call. Andover, they were thinking Luke Turco getting the ball right. Nope. Jaden,
So that-
play action. Fake goes to the right. Hits number 19.
Shamir Williams, the junior, tight end. Nice play call.
Yep.
Great job by Wiggy being diverse.
All right.
So we're about 1st down and goal from the 1. 8 minutes left in the game. The Boxers switched their tight ends. They remain in the shotgun at about the 1.5. Jaden Campbell's in the shotgun. Luke Turco to the left. Let's see what we got in the shotgun. There's the snap. Luke Turco gets the ball, and he gets in the
there
end
you go.
zone. That's a
Touchdown.
terrific run.
The guy hits him first. Luke keeps on going, leans forward, touchdown, and the young Boxers are not going out easy.
So that
Okay.
not was only hit early. That was by a Division I linebacker, Connor Atchison.
Yep.
Luke Turco keeps the legs moving. Brockton closes this to 29-18. Let's see. They're going to go for 2.
Gotta go for 2.
They
Gotta
still
go for
need 2 more scores.
Yep.
So Jaden Wooten will move to – no, he's off the field. Jaden Campbell. Wooten comes back on.
Great
So
answer
does
by
Ramel
Brockton.
Johnson. And I've really been impressed with Coach Wiggins' play calls tonight.
You got to watch. You don't get a penalty here. You got to get the play in.
Yeah, you don't want it. That would be a silly penalty, a delay a game on an extra point.
And
So
I see the ref in the back in the end zone who
he's got the hand up.
he's looking.
So that's under 10
itching to throw that
seconds.
flag.
Brockton is in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers to the left. Jaden Campbell with Luke Turco. The 2-point try. There's the pitch. He rolls out. He looks over. Terrific
play.
play call.
Good play.
Terrific play call again. Jaden
Okay.
Ribeiro in motion. And I love the creativity by Coach Wiggins. So we're at 29-20.
Yep.
8 minutes left at Lovely Field.
You're watching this game. You better take notice because these young Boxers, they might not be coming right now, but they're coming.
So we're talking
They're
about
coming.
young Boxers. Brockton
Yep.
obviously has one of the best players in the state in Cameron,
Yep.
Ontario.
Yep.
He has not been a huge part of the offense
Nope.
outside a couple great touchdowns.
Yep.
First down catches.
It's all the young guys.
All the young guys tonight.
Yep. Yep.
And if you're a Brockton fan, and we know there's a lot of you out there, be excited for this team.
Yep.
There's a lot of young guys up front, a freshman quarterback, a terrific junior running back, and you got 4 receivers returning next year.
Possibly the whole defense back.
So the Boxers, they will. They'll return a linebacker that's a junior, and Genetasio. They'll return Jaden Seal, a defensive tackle. They're returning a lot of ball players.
With that being said, this game's not over.
And the season's not over. We're just talking about the future
Yep.
because me and you two are two Brockton diehards ourselves. So Danny DeSilva on to kick. The Boxers down 29-20. They need a stop here. Let's see what the kick is. And it's a little squib kick. It doesn't take a box of bounce. But Andover goes right down, saving a little time. They'll take over at the 40-yard line.
You would like to see that squib kick going to the middle of the field instead of right to the guy, and because now they got the ball at the 40-yard line, good field position to start off.
So Brockton in a must-need stop right here. Let's see what the defensive adjustments are. Coach Weave has been fantastic the last couple weeks at making the adjustments. Dominic Popper in at quarterback has really saved this football team. He's been terrific. 3 touchdown passes. Andover, they come out 4 wide again.
Like, look
With
who
Dante Berger in the backfield. Brockton with the 4-3, the little pitch over. He's got room. That looks like
that's
a hold. But
Yep,
they're not going to
yep.
get the call.
No, they called it.
They did call it. That was an easy call.
50 was just...
That was number 9, Lorenzo Santos, who absolutely, he He tackled him around the neck.
And he knows it. The Andover player knows it.
So that will be 10 yards, and Andover will go 1st and 20.
Yep.
So that's the 3rd penalty against Andover tonight. Brockton with 10 for over 100 yards. 29-20. Leo Genatasio, along with the legend Orlando Galvo, the postman Big Mike Simmons on the production. Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. The box is down 29-20. 1st and 20 for the Warriors. They're at their own 30. Dominic Popper in the shotgun. 4 wide receiver set. The snap. They hand off. The ball's thrown into space again.
Play again.
Brockton should have enough time to get over there. Yeah, it's too many yards, Orlando.
You like to see the DBs come up on that.
They're going backwards.
You know.
So that's going to gain 9 yards. They're going to go 2nd and 11. Cameron Montero on the tackle. Again, it's just simple stuff. Just throwing the ball out to wide receivers and making guys miss and gaining yards. So, same set. The ball's going to go to Berger. He's got room up the middle. A missed tackle. And he got more room. And there's too many missed tackles there. So that's going to be about a 40-yard run by Dante Berger. Brockton, again, maybe they're getting tired on defense, but you need to make those plays.
We haven't heard from Dante in a long time, but he was able to get big yardage.
So Dante Berger's well over 100 yards. Dominic Papa in the shotgun. Andover at the Brockton 28, 1st down. There's the snap. He gets the ball again. He should have nothing there. Good run. Good cutback inside. Good tackle by number 50 from the boxes. And that's Ruben Bernard.
You don't want to see that.
Was that on Brockton?
Yes.
So Brockton's going to get 15 yards against them. Got to show discipline.
Yeah. You know, he got hit in the back. Unfortunately, the second person got caught.
Who's it on?
88 sophomore for Brockton.
So Brockton's going to get a 15-yard penalty, or it's going to, after a 1st down stop, again, the lack of discipline.
I mean, 72. You know, he pushed somebody. He didn't get called.
Well, they're talking about maybe they call offsetting here.
Maybe
would that be the right call? Because I didn't see the play.
72 definitely. You know, he pushed a guy. So
to be perfectly honest, Orlando has not been a big fan of the referees for Brockton games the past 35 years.
No.
But we'll see where the call goes this time.
But the referees have been
anti-Brockton.
You know.
We don't think they wear their
Brockton. Doing a good job.
They don't wear their Brockton hoodies underneath their zebra outfits.
It's hard to be a referee.
So they're still talking about it.
I give them credit.
I've always said a lot of these referees were former players that got stomped by Brockton 35, 40 years ago.
Well, we never played Andover. So.
Well, they could have played at different towns, though, like Waltham and schools like that.
So it looks like...
yeah, the penalty's going against the boxes. They're marking off 15 yards. And Brockton, once again, shooting themselves in the foot. A game where the boxes of...
It's offset. I believe it's offset.
Okay, so it's offset.
So I did see the guy, you know, so it was, you know, on both teams.
So it should be 2nd and 10. The ball markers still say 1st. They did run a play there. How's it 1st and 10, Orlando? Those are dead ball fouls.
I think you replay the down.
On dead balls, it shouldn't be, but okay, maybe that's a rule change. So Dominic Papa.
I understand that.
No, it is 2nd down. So it's about second. That's a dead ball foul. That's not a replay of the down. I'm not a football encyclopedia, but I know some of those penalties are not pre-game, pre-foul penalties.
2nd and 6.
So Andover at 2nd and 6 in a 29-20 game, 6:45 led of Lively Stadium. Lovely stadium in Andover. Leo Genatasio, the legend Orlando Galvo, Big Mike Simmons, the postman on the production. 2nd down, Dominic back with pack. He takes a look. He's got a man open in there. Oh,
good play.
What a terrific play. He was wide open, and that is Karen's Antoine, the junior.
What
He's
a play.
been beat a couple times. Right there is a big-time play.
That's a big-time play. He wasn't having it. He saved the touchdown, pretty much.
So
great play, Antoine.
Andover's going to go 3rd and 6 at the 29. Brockton in desperate need of a stop. They're down by 9. Dominic Papa with Dante Berger next to him. 4 wide receiver set. Nothing different from Andover, just throwing the ball into space. There's the snap. It's a bad snap. He rolls out. He's got time. He looks. He throws it across his ball. Oh, what a catch.
Use the size.
Once again, Brian Knott in single
There's
coverage.
nothing you can do about that.
Brian Knott in single coverage. He throws the ball up, and he's just bigger than the corner he's going against.
He's the Gronkowski of Andover. Just,
So Andover's made a concerted effort to get him the ball. And in that huge bail, it was a bad snap. He makes a catch, and he's going to go into the end zone.
That's down.
So Dominic Popper on the 3-yard touchdown run extends the lead back to being 35-20 with 6:05 left. So Brockton got themselves back in the game, and unfortunately, just not able to get the stop needed. 35 points, just not good enough.
Yep. Andover, they're known for their offense being explosive, and boy, we're getting a taste of that here in the second half.
So we talked about this before the game, that their big player was Brian Knott. They didn't get him the ball in the first half. The second half, he's been the best player on the field, taking advantage of single coverage and just being bigger than the guy next to him. He's had 3 huge plays. Here's the extra point, and the kick will be good, and Andover will go ahead 36-20. Still a 2-score game.
Yep.
If the Boxers can come down and get another score.
Yep.
So, after a 12-7 first half, it's been an explosion of offense from the Andover Golden Warriors here in the second half. They're up 36-20 with about 6:05 left in the game. Brockton's going to get the ball back. Again, after the first quarter, Brockton's been terrific on offense outside of a couple self-destructive penalties and turnovers.
Yeah, the story of the game has been penalties and the second half.
Next week, the Boxers will face the number 1 team in New Hampshire, the Pickens Academy Astros.
Yep.
That's been a 17-year rivalry where Brockton leads, 18 years, 12-6.
Yep.
Many times where Andover's been the number 1 team up there. Pinkerton's been the number 1 team up there. So there's the kick. The ball will be kicked deep. It looks like it will be not Casey Rhodes. That's Ramel.
Cam Montero.
That's Cam Montero. He's got room.
Yep.
So he gets up to about the 36. And a tackle by Brian McSweeney. So Brockton will come out down by 16. 5:59 left. The Boxers coming in at 1-3, desperately looking for a victory to put themselves in the playoff hunt.
So, you need
Lando, any score from Westwood?
See what we got here. There's Westwood.
So Brockton
late in the fourth quarter, X leads 30-28 with 3:12 left.
So into the shotgun goes Jaden Wooten, 5 wide receiver set. Brockton looking to throw the ball down by 16. Campbell back. He looks. He throws. He's got a man. I could be picked off. So he just floated that one up here. Yep. And Brian, you say that name again, Brian Knott. There's a penalty down. I don't know if that's a call against Andover.
Yep. I think the interception is going to count, but there was a hit in the back that's going to move it back, but I believe the interception is going to stand.
So Andover sniffed out that play call. Brockton's throwing that ball to the sidelines if you've played tonight. And Brian Knott, a terrific play.
Right.
So Andover takes over the ball, and they'll, after the penalties marked off, with 5:49 left, the ball will probably be around the Andover 40-yard line. 36-20 Andover, and an exciting ball game, Orlando.
Yeah, it really is.
We've seen some progression, but again, we're not going to do any moral victory Mondays over here. Right. You're here to win football games.
Got to win.
Brockton down 16. Dominic Popper in the shotgun. He's thrown 4 touchdown passes. Andover remains in the 4 wide receiver set. The ball goes to Dante Bergen. Oh, he fakes it. The ball thrown into space. And that's a terrific tackle by Luke Turco.
And Andover is not resting on the 16-point.
No, they're looking to score points.
They're looking to score.
So no gain on the play. A nice ball fake by Dominic Popper. Brockton remains in the 43 defense. And there's still single coverage, but now it's Cam Montero and Brian Knott. So here we go. Dominic Popper. The ball's going to go. It's a fumble. And Brockton's going to get the ball.
Okay. Yep.
So Brockton will take over the ball at the Andover 32.
Papa came out the game. They put number 11 back in.
So a huge break for the Boxers.
Yep.
and the freshman Uriel Mabine.
We haven't had many breaks tonight, but we'll take that.
So the Boxers will take over at the Andover 32 with great field position.
Yep.
Let's see what Coach Wiggins has in store this series. Brockton's been pretty diverse tonight.
Yep. This game's not over yet.
Leo Genatasio, along with the legend Orlando Galvo, Brockton Community Access. You can catch us on the Brockton channels. The Boxers come out in the shotgun. They have 3 receivers right. Jaden Ribeiro, Cameron Montero, and Jaden Wooten. 2 to the left. Ramel Johnson, Walter Rodriguez. There's the snap. There's the look. And he's going to throw it deep. And that might be picked off again.
Yep.
And he throws it into double coverage, and that's picked off again by Brian Nat.
Yeah. Just sniffed it out. And again, underthrown, easy catch, interception. And that might be
That's the nail on the coffin.
the nail on the coffin.
So Jaden Campbell throws his 3rd interception of the night. That ball was underthrown, and Brian Nat has been the best player on the football field in the second half.
Unfortunately, when you're down 16, 5 minutes left, they know you're going to throw the ball. You can't mix it up. You know,
They had some success, Orlando,
Yep.
with the short intermediate stuff.
Yep.
Not everything,
right.
down deep hasn't been. They've been great intermediate.
I'm pretty sure.
So, Andover takes over at their own 20. 5:04 left, up 16. Dominic Papa. No, it's a new quarterback. As Andover looks like they got the shock troops in there. And it will be number 11, Johnny Edmonds back in there, quarterback. Dante Berger was the carrier there.
Guy limping for Andover 73, the center.
So let's see if Andover just continues to run the ball here, up by 16. 2nd and 9. Brockton got 44 defense. Johnny Emmons going to throw a screen pass. And they gain. That's a good play by Dante Berger for an 11-yard completion on the screen pass.
It's their bread and butter.
So Andover will move the chains in 4 minutes left and a 36-20 game. Johnny Emmons back at quarterback with Dante Berger in the backfield. Brockton remains, now they have a 52 defense in there. As Lorenzo Santos looks like he's playing a little end. They move him over. Berger gets the ball. He's right up the middle. He breaks 2 tackles.
Good run.
And he gains about 6. He's up to the 42-yard line.
Berger started the game with a huge run, and it looks like he's finished it off right now. They want the ball in his hands.
Andover continues to move fast. Johnny Edmond in the shotgun. Dante Berger with the ball again, and a good tackle by the freshman Uriel Mabine. Helped out there by number 88, Nathan Jean Philippe.
Sophomore
DN. Nice job. You got a freshman and a sophomore DNs. So 3rd down and 7. Let's see what Andover does. Maybe another screen. They're back. They just throw the ball into space once again. And he gains a 1st down and gains more. And looks like he's gone.
Wow. This kid is unbelievable. Say what you want to. You got to tip your hat off to him. Big, strong, fast, heck of a player.
So Andover does a screen pass to Brian Nat. He breaks 3 tackles and he goes 60 yards. As Andover goes up 42-20 with 3:09 left. As the whole second half has been the Brian Nat show.
Well, they're throwing the ball. They're up big. They're throwing the ball. Hopefully Brockton gets them next year. And, put this in the back of your head, right?
Yeah, they're throwing the ball on you. Up by 16.
Yep.
So Andover going for the extra point, up 42-20. And the point is good. So Brockton, after a terrific first half where they kept the Andover to 7 points, have given up 36 points in the second half the other night.
An explosive second half by Andover. That's what they're known for having explosive offense. And we're seeing that tonight.
If Brian Knott isn't a Division I player, I don't know what is. He's special.
He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
He's been the best player on the field, both sides of the ball tonight, both teams. No one as good as him out in the football field. So Andover's going to kick deep. Boxers look like they're getting tired. Not a ton of depth on this Brockton team. They're very young. I've been told it's another strong freshman class in Orlando. Whatever that means. If they stay together, it should help. But Brockton's just gotten tied here in the second half.
That's the key. Remaining a team, not leaving, staying,
Well, hopefully Coach Wiggins has
Yep.
a say on what guys
Yep.
come back from prep schools or Catholic schools. So the ball bounces. It's picked up by, looks like, Jaden Wooten. He gets outside. Good run. Showing some good speed. And he gets up to about the 30-yard line. So with 3:01 left in a 43-20 game, let's see what Brockton does.
Yep.
Maybe we see some of the backups.
Yep.
We see huge number 78 coming in the game. Kayvon Vega's a starter. He's staying in there. Brockton's staying with the starters.
Yep. It might as well since Andover's still throwing the ball up big, right?
So let's see what Coach Wiggins does here. 43-20, 3:01 left, and a game that's already been decided. Hopefully Brockton comes out with no injuries with a huge game in New Hampshire next week.
Yep.
Brockton goes 5 wide. Cam Montero in the slot. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. He's back. He takes a look. It's a throw over the middle. Nice catch by Cam. And he gains 1 yard.
Sure pickup.
Campbell with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions tonight. He's thrown the ball 25 times.
Yep.
Brockton 2nd and 9. The clock at 2:45. Jaden Campbell remains in the shotgun, 5 wide. And we're going to get Andover's calling a timeout with 2:35 left. Well, they don't want to give up any more points. Actually, you know what? With the new rating system, Orlando, they do points for and points against count, right?
You got to look into that as well.
Yeah. So maybe it isn't running it up. More of it's about the better ranking, getting a home game in the playoffs. I think Brockton was 4 last year, got a home playoff game, but unfortunately had to go on the road at Methuen in the second round. So next week, we'll be on the road in Pinkerton, we think. We should be. Brockton Community Access.
Andover got some playmakers, man.
The 3 guys that we knew that would beat them.
Yep. You got to give this team credit. They're explosive.
It was Brockton's job to hopefully take them out, and sometimes the plays are just better than the scheme. So, 5 wide receiver set, 2nd and 10. Jaden Campbell back. He looks, he throws, he hits Luke Turco. Makes a man miss. Makes another man miss. He gains 11 yards. So the first down will move the sticks. 2:25 left.
Luke's showing,
Never stops playing.
Not only I can run the ball, I can catch the ball as well.
Never stops playing. So the freshman gets the signs from Coach Wiggins. Five wide receiver set. There's the snap. He's back. A lot of pressure. They're going to get him. So a delayed blitz.
Yep.
And James Kennerford, we've called his name several times tonight. A terrific play by the senior linebacker.
Like you said, Leo, delayed blitz came in. Campbell had no chance.
So second down and about 20. Under about $1:40 left in the game. 42-33, 43-20, Andover. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. He looks back. He takes a look. He moves left. He throws the ball deep. Luke Turco's there. Makes the catch.
Look at that.
Into triple coverage, and it's a terrific catch by Luke Turco.
Took a hit, too. Campbell took a good hit just at the end of that.
So Brockton will gain about 37 on the play. As Brockton stops the clock on a timeout. They'll have a 1st and 10 at the end over 31.
You said at the beginning of the game, Jaden Seal, right? Hasn't played a game yet.
No, Brockton's lost some of the depth from some of those juniors that certainly would have made a significant difference defensively.
I'd like to see him out there.
Yeah, I agree. Seal was counted on to be a two-way starter. Genitacio, who was an anchor of that freshman team, that was special. He's had some injuries. Hopefully we'll be back next year. But I know talking to Coach John Shelby is someone he would have counted on in the middle of that boxer linebacker core.
Oh, absolutely.
But, you know, they've been pretty good back there with Ahmad Wiggins and Lorenzo Santos.
Yep.
So Brockton takes over at the 31. 5 wide receiver set. The Andover band still playing. Jaden Campbell in the shotgun. There's the snap. There's the look. He fades over. He throws the ball. Oh, it was always intercepted again by Brian Nett.
Trying to hit Johnson on the flats there.
In the flat, yeah. Nice play by number 21 from Andover, James Flagg. So 2nd down and 10. Jaden Campbell gets the sign from Coach Wiggins. Brockton down 43-20. Barring a miracle, looking at a 1-4 record. Jaden Campbell gets the snap. He looks, he throws, he's got time. More time. He's got to throw that one away. No one was open. Again, all the players sent deep down into the secondary where they have 4 or 5 guys back there. And Campbell couldn't find anyone. So at 3rd down and about 10, 1:06 left. Coach Wiggins talking to Jaden Campbell. Andover playing right to that last whistle.
Great crowd here tonight. They're going to be partying all night.
Good fan support, good school support. Yep. Always on the road. You see a lot of big crowds when they play Brockton. Yep. So 5 wide receiver set. Cam Montero in the slot. Jaden Campbell, 3rd and 10. There's the snap. He's back. He looks. He throws over the middle, and that's intercepted again.
Might take
and
this
that
one.
ball might be a pick 6. He's down the sideline. He's going, and he is gone. So that pick 6 will be by number 4, Will Dever. As Andover will get a pick 6 to end this game and possibly put a 50 burger on the Brockton tonight.
Yep. That's the way the second half has gone, unfortunately, for Brockton.
So Brockton looks like, after holding Andover to 7 points, looks like a 43-point second half for Andover. Yep. As Jaden Campbell throws his 4th interception of the night. And Andover, they're a good football team.
Yeah. You got to tip your hat off to them. They made adjustments in the second half. Offensively, they switched quarterbacks. They put Papa in the game. He was able to, play pitch and catch with Brockton.
So Andover going for the extra point to see if they can make this a 50-20 game. 49 seconds left. And at this point, just you want to see Brockton not have any injuries.
Right.
You got 5 games left on the schedule. It's going to be a long bus ride home to Brockton.
But, no more victories, right? But you got to,
There's been some progressions.
There's been some progressions.
Small victories, right?
Yep.
So, 50-20 with 49 seconds left. Brockton heads up to Pinkerton Academy next week. Looking at 1-5 in their face if things don't turn around, Orlando.
Pinkerton Academy, man, is another problem for Brockton. Very good team. I believe top 5 in New Hampshire.
Number 1 in New Hampshire.
Number 1 now, okay. Undefeated, so that's not going to be easy. We saw what they did last year. They scored a lot of points when they came to Brockton last year.
59-41 boxes in that game.
Yep.
So let's remember last year, Brockton was loaded with seniors, especially on offense with Cam Montero, Chris Brennan, a terrific play caller. Brockton scored 30 points. Not the same this year. Coach Wiggins inherits a very young team.
Yep.
He's getting a lot of them experience. We've seen pockets of real specialness from this Brockton offense. Just hasn't able.
They just can't sustain it.
They can't sustain it. Yeah. So Brockton's got the same core back. Ramel Johnson, Casey Rhodes, Luke Turco back there now.
Looks like they took Cam out of there. They're starting to put other backups.
back to the drawing board for the Brockton coaches. They played a terrific first half tonight, and, you'd like to see them put two halves together.
Yep.
Here's the run back. It looks like it's Ramel Johnson again, and he gets to the outside, and it's a good run. Ramel's had a good game, a terrific touchdown catch. He's showing some athleticism. Look at his dad.
Yep.
So we're at 31 seconds, and the clock's running. So Brockton, we're going to wrap this up from Lovely Stadium. Brockton came in here tonight, Orlando, up 12-7 at halftime. It's been a completely different second half.
Yeah, it's a tale of two halves, right? Obviously, penalties, interceptions have killed Brockton. They have played a part as well, but you got to give Andover credit. They've made some big plays in this game, right?
I was especially impressed with Brian Knott, the running back, Dante Berger, and Dominic Popper, who came in the second half and just lit a fire under them.
Right.
And Andover comes away with a 50-20 victory over Brockton. We'll be in Pinkerton next week, we think. We're going to be Brockton Community Access. I'm Leo Janitasio, along with the legend Orlando Galvo, the postman, Big Mike Simmons on the production. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Good night, everybody.